Here we go. Welcome into the NZNBL Rapid League. You're tuned into the Taranaki Airs hosting the Auckland Tuatara TSB Stadium in New Plymouth. An interestingly poised game. The Taranaki Airs they're way down the ladder in 10th, but they're on a 3-match winning streak. The Auckland Tuatara sitting pretty at the top of the ladder. They've won their last 4. My name is Nathan Lim, and alongside me, 9-time New Zealand NBL champion Dylan Boucher. Dylan, welcome to the broadcast. What are we expecting from tonight's clash?
Yeah, first of all, great to be here, Nathan, and excited. Two hot teams, informed teams going at it. Obviously different positionings on the ladder. However, both showing good form in the last 3 games.
Yeah, let's take a look at the Rapid League standings, and there they are, the Auckland Tuatara, who are coming off a pretty dominant 44-32 victory over the Rams at Event Finder Stadium in Auckland. They topped the ladder with 9 wins, 2 losses. The Saints just behind on 8 wins with a game in hand. The Tauranga Fire, the Nuggets, the Hawks, the Nelson Giants all in the chasing pack. But if we move to the bottom half of the table, that is where we will find the Taranaki Airs sitting down in 10th. 3 wins, 7 losses, but they've won their last 3. So started with 7 losses, and since then they've gone bang, bang, bang.
Well, the old saying goes, you're only as good as your last game. So these guys are looking pretty good right now, and again, excited for this matchup today.
Yeah, 100%. And let's take a look at the away team starting 5. That is the Auckland Tuatara. And we've got Josh Wiley, Dylan Wilkie, Casey Ioane, one of New Zealand's most promising young players, Matty Dalton, and Josh Ledger. Josh Ledger is on an absolute tear in the Rapid League. Picked up 10 rebounds in that last game against the Rams. He's unstoppable in this league. 10
in a 40-minute game is impressive. 10 in a 16-minute game is unbelievable. He owns the paint, so look forward to the battle tonight in the inside.
Let's take a look at the Taranaki Airs starting lineup. We've got Jordan Cooper, Riley Tuta, Xavier Adam, Cooper James, and Quinton Bailey. And we talked about those 3 wins on the trot over the Jets, Rams, and Saints. Tuta's top scored in all of them, 15, 14, and 20 against the Saints.
This kid can fill it up. If you leave him open, it's pretty much a bucket. He can score from all over the floor, but especially from the 3-point line, so I'm excited to see him continue that form today.
If we take a look at the Chemist Warehouse stats, and the 2 sides of this tell a very different tale. The Airs averaging 33, but conceding 40, but you can see those 3 W's in a row. We've got Quinton Bailey up against Josh Ledger in the player spotlight. What's either one got to do to get the edge?
Well, it looks like for the last 3 games, the best defense is outscoring your opponent, so that looks like what they've done. So if they can keep the points piling on, they've got a chance today.
Just moments away from tip-off here on Sky Sport in the NZNBL Rapid League. 4-minute quarters. Your match officials for this evening: Ryan Jones, Sam McFadgen, and Kobe Lucas.
Good to see a good turnout for the Rapid League game.
100% showcasing New Zealand's best talent. It'll be Ledger and Bailey to compete for the ball at the tip-off.
2 physically imposing players. It's who is going to own the paint today. Quinton Bailey known for his strength, as is Josh Ledger. So again, the old bull taking on one of the younger bulls.
Auckland in the grey, Taranaki in the black, and we are underway. It's the Airs with the first possession, first go in this Rapid League contest, and they set themselves up well against the table toppers, and straight away it's Tuta finding a little space under the rim.
I tell you, coach is high-fiving the bench in the background. Nothing better than the head coach when they execute the first play with an easy layup.
Auckland bringing the ball back is Josh Ledger. He in turn offloads it away, and Auckland will have a shot first up through Wilkie, and nicely tipped in there by Dalton.
Yeah, Matty Dalton does all the dirty work, gets in there, gets a little tip for the offensive board.
Here's Taranaki bringing the ball back, and pitched there by Ioane, runs into the ref.
Oh, I tell you what, that was some good defense again. You talked about the Ayers defense. Well, Ryan Jones decided he was going to get involved and slow Casey Ioane down on the break. Josh Ledger's calling for an unsportsmanlike foul.
It'll be Auckland with the ball. 2-all, fast start to this Rapid League contest, which is exactly the point of the league itself. It's what we want to be seeing, and it's Auckland who have next go with the ball in hand. Here's Ledger surveying his options and called for the treble.
Yeah, that was just an awkward possession. Ayers did a good job switching, being physical on that play, and just slowed it right down. And Ledger maybe just guilty of changing his pivot foot or something in there.
It'll be Taranaki with a chance to run it back. Still under a minute into this contest. Here is Xavier Adam bringing the ball back up the court. Bailey. Adam. Here's Bailey. Lays it up. Won't go though. Couldn't float it in. Bring the ball back. Here is Dalton driving into the paint to the rim and in off the board. Matty Dalton.
Yeah, making the most of that opportunity on the break. No one shut him down in the middle. Turned the corner all the way to the hoop.
Here is Bailey from beyond the arc. Quinton Bailey will come off the back of the rim, be picked up by Ledger.
Certainly capable to knock that shot down, and Ledger will probably be happy if Quinton Bailey stays out there shooting threes.
Ledger with a nice bounce pass there to Wilkie, who lays it in. Auckland fast start.
Yeah, Wilkie, nice backdoor cut now for his three-point shooting. Turns the corner on that one, gets a little backdoor.
Taranaki have it. It's passed to Bailey under the rim, thinks about it, and in the end gives a ball back, which is picked off by Ioane. The contact's called.
Ioane already shown his defensive abilities. A couple of turnovers there. Quinton Bailey's getting a lot of touches early in this game. They definitely want to go through him. Probably a little bit guilty of overpassing on that one.
Here's Wiley bringing the ball back. Ledger. Ioane. Wilkie having a go from three. Oh yeah, that's good. First one of the night from beyond the arc, and it's Dylan Wilkie.
Probably two of the better three-point shooters in this game, with Riley Tudor and Dylan Wilkie there. Beautifully executed play for Wilkie to come off wide open for the three.
Adam gets the ball out to Tutu, and now from a corner three, Taranaki on the board, and it's Cooper James.
Cooper James wants to get in on the three-point party.
4 points the difference. Wilkie gives it back to Ledger, thinks about it, trying to go round the outside and does so.
May have got away with a little hook there, but could have possibly been an and one at the same time. Here's Tudor with the ball. Ioane again, great defense.
In there disrupting. Bailey.
Just 6 on the shot clock.
3, 2, 1. Gotta let it go. Gotta let it go. Off the back of the rim. Auckland are going to come up with the rebound. 6-point ball game.
Who else but Josh Ledger pulling down another rebound.
A little bit disrupted there. Bailey get his hand in there and sees the foul.
Tuatara just look a little bit more settled, getting through their set plays, getting through their offense. The Ayers getting deep in the shot clock on a couple of possessions, just don't look quite as polished right now. Got to tidy up that offensive end.
Wiley, long ball out to Wilkie, slotted 1-3, he'll get in the paint. And, nice floating shot there, swish.
Yeah, he can really fill it up. Doing a good job, they're running him off the three-point line, doing a good job. Turning the corner, getting to that mid-range.
Taranaki back in possession and going all the way to the rim was Rusham Cobb. Couldn't finish it off. In fact, it was Tudor.
Ledger coming up with another rebound as Wiley turns the corner.
Beautiful work there from Josh Wiley. 10-point ball game. Auckland have had a mammoth start to this first quarter. Now Tudor trying to do it himself. Drawing contact. Denied by Ioane. Tries it again. Air ball. Auckland come up with it. Got to shoot it. Almost from behind the halfway line was Wiley, but it'll be the Auckland Tuatara with a 10-point lead after the first quarter. boy, they've had a fast start.
Oh, sure have. Tell you what, defensively, Casey Ioane, put your hand up. Josh Ledger picking up every loose rebound, and they're all sharing in on the scoring load at the other end.
Certainly are. What do you think? What do you think they'll be talking about when they're not talking about this deal from Sal's? 20% off any large pizza. Use that code Sal's MVP 26. It's going to be valid until Thursday, so make sure you jump on this deal. Use that QR code on the screen. Just choose the most expensive pizza, I reckon. If you're getting 20% off, you want to get your money's worth.
For sure, and I'll tell you what, when you're commentating at 6:40 in the evening and that pops up, it certainly rumbles the tummy a little bit to want to tuck into one of those slices for sure.
It's not the first time I've brought up that we need a commentary pizza. There should be some in the box.
Who do we need to speak to?
We'll get someone on the phone. What do you think the Airs need to adjust, I suppose, going into the second quarter?
Well, to be honest, there's holes all over holes all over the ship at the moment. They've got to plug as many holes as they can, and right now it's got to start on the defensive end. Get stops, that'll free up the offense at the other end, but while the Tuatara are scoring at will, it makes it so hard when you're taking the ball out of the net.
Ioane making his way into the circle. Eventually the ball finds Dalton, and Dalton floats it in. Another good start to Auckland. Cooper.
Just look how long it takes the Airs to actually get into their stuff, and you know, another tip, Matty Dalton. Well done.
Well, he's having some kind of game. Matty Dalton to the rim. A big challenge there, rather, from the Airs, but still able to get it to fall. Airs go back up the other end, and it's Tuhaka with a bit of contact there.
I think Matty Dalton was thinking, am I going to punch this, or am I going to lay it up high off the glass? End up losing it and regathering it enough to... Riley Tuta did a good job challenging it, but rolled it in over the front of the rim.
Auckland back in possession. 2 buckets to start the second quarter, and this is... well, there's a foreboding kind of feel about this scoreline at the moment. Tuatara with another possession, and drawing the contact there was Dalton.
Matty Dalton's having himself a game right now, doing a bit of everything out there. Coach Mama will be very happy with the start. 19 points.
Dalton's got 6 of them, plus 2 rebounds. Wilkie's got 7, obviously hit the 3 for Auckland.
Yeah, I mean, they are, right now they're shooting 90% from the field, so they've only missed 1 shot inside the arc, so they're, 1 shot total in this game. There you go, so they are cooking right now.
They sure are. Auckland Tuatara now 15-point lead. Airs just have to get something going. Just from beyond the arc, can't get it to full. Russian Cobb. Auckland come back with it. Here's Wiley. Dalton to Wiley. Over the top to Ledger. Ledger with a almost intercepted pass here. Here's Wilkie. He's a threat. Going to drive into the paint. Ioane's got it. Looking for options. Ioane lays it in off the board and 1.
We've got 2 different teams on paper right now. We've got the Tuatara, who are just doing a fantastic job executing, making the extra pass, being aggressive. The Airs on the other end are taking the ball out of the net every possession, chewing up a lot of clock to get into their offense, and actually executing not much at the other end, which results in a total of 5 points right now.
Auckland have been able to get to the foul line a few times as well. Ledger comes up with another rebound, another opportunity to score. Here's Dalton having a go from beyond the rim. That's not got the legs. So Taranaki will bring it back. 17 points the margin. Not even halfway through the second quarter. Up close to the rim. That one will bounce out as well for the Airs.
Ledger pulling down his 5th rebound already in this game. He's on track for another 10 rebound game as Wilkie has a shot in the corner, and Matty Dalton again doing a good job on the glass.
3 does not fall there for Wilkie. But Auckland will get the inbound ball from the baseline. Wilkie on 7 points. Dalton's out of nowhere got up to 9. Here's Ledger having a go from beyond the arc. Ledger's just short. Ioane almost comes up with the offensive board, but it will fall for Taranaki, and Russian Cobb has it.
Let's see what they can do. Finally got a stop.
Airs. What can they conjure up here? There's not a lot of space to work with. They've drawn the foul, but again, the attack just looked a little bit stagnant.
Yeah, it really did. It's just going for isolation plays, posting a guard up. I mean, no disrespect to Lyric Tuatara, but posting Lyric up is their best option offensively right now. Can't surely be what the coach has drawn up after seeing such a beautiful first play of the game.
There is Tuatara. Finds James, and the pass from James is tipped away by Ioane.
Is causing a whole heap of problems out there with his defense tonight.
Certainly is. He's getting decent minutes off the bench as well for Auckland in the full NZNBL game. So bright prospect for New Zealand basketball is Ioane.
Yeah, you called it early in the broadcast. He's certainly one of our more talented players, is Riley Tuda. Unsuccessful on the three, probably, you know, one of his cleanest looks of the game so far.
Here's Ledger. Josh Ledger posts up. Will give the pass to Dalton. Dalton from three, air ball. Ioane comes up with it, gives it back to Dalton, and this time Dalton lays it in off the board.
I'll tell you what, Matty Dalton, his only flaws right now is his three-point shooting, but he's doing everything else right out there, as is Ioane.
He's got 11 now, Dalton. Open look for three for the Airs, and they still cannot make it count. It was Tuatara with the opportunity. Ioane running it back. 19 points the difference now. Ioane finds a way around, lays it in off the board.
Tell you what, the tails are up right now for the Tuatara. They're feeling good. Everything is turning to gold.
Tuta. Not a lot of movement in this Airs offense. They'll put up a three, and this time it's good. Finally, the Airs have another bucket, and it is Cooper James who slots it.
Knocks down his second three of the game. He is certainly on point. More of that as we see a quick timeout, player timeout. Advance the ball. You're seeing more and more of it as we see here the BNZ ticket to the big game. Get amongst it, scan the QR code.
BNZ invested in New Zealand basketball. They're giving away 5,000 tickets to school groups, sports groups and community groups. Come along and see a Sal's NBL game. Scan the QR code on the screen, fill out your details, grab your tickets to the big game thanks to BNZ.
Oh, I really wanted to interrupt you there. Josh Ledger putting on a poster on Tuatara, just too small. Using his physicality, getting up and throwing it down as he gets his hands full with Riley Tuda. Does a good job.
No way around Ledger. Instead, they'll put up an attempted three from James, and James can't make it work. Auckland will fire off a Hail Mary. But they'll go into halftime with a 20-point lead. This isn't what you want to be seeing for a competitive, rapid league contest still in Belgium.
It's certainly not. 8 points is not going to get it done in any league, in any competition. The Airs have got a lot to talk about at halftime. As you can see here, Cooper James with the 2 3-pointers there, 6 points. But you look at the scoring balance on the other side. Dalton, Wilkie, Ledger, Ioane, Wiley.
They just seem to be dominating in the paint too, Auckland. A little bit more physicality around the board. They're coming up with offensive rebounds quite a lot. Are they just too big?
Look at that. I mean, you've got 13 rebounds to 3 right there. So they're dominating the glass. They're scoring inside. Points in the paint would be through the roof. As you can see there, again, sharing the ball with each other. I think they've just done a good job executing and picking their poison and going to the mismatches where they see them.
Yeah, that one block from Ioane, we're used to seeing that from him as well. A couple of steals. Riley Tuda has really struggled to get going in this contest. Just the one bucket, 2 points for him. But in the last 3 games, he scored 15, 14 and 20. Why is he struggling to get going today, do you think?
Yeah, I think Tuatara have done a great job honing in on him, taking his shot away, forcing him to drive and showing lots of bodies in front of him. It would have been the chat before this, as they want to see pack it in the paint, make Riley have to score past 2, 3 players, and they've done a good job with that so far. But don't write this team off. I know Riley Tuda will be wanting to come out and be super aggressive in the second half, and I'm sure the coach has been telling him the exact same thing.
Good to see a decent crowd as well, TSB Stadium.
Yeah, whenever you see these crowds, you want them to be given something to want to come back next week, and yeah, Airs have got another 8 minutes to try and do that right now, and let's hope they can turn the corner.
Rusham Cobb will have the inbound ball to get the Third quarter underway. Don't forget Sal's Rapid League contest from 7:30 for you on Sky Sport. So stick with it. Stick with us as Jordan Cooper brings the ball back for the Airs. Here's Rusham Cobb.
Yeah, Rusham Cobb, new addition to the Airs roster. Oh, beautiful. Quinton Bailey showing his skills.
Jordan Cooper laying it in off the board, and that's a good start from the Airs.
Tell you what, they've scored off each time they've had the possession at the start of quarters as Dylan Wilkie comes up wide open. You can't let him do that, I tell you that.
Sharp shooter from beyond the arc is Dylan Wilkie. He's got 10 now for the Tuatara, 21-point lead. What can the Airs conjure up? Here's Bailey, gives the offload away. Tudor denied by Ioane, but there was contact there in the lead-up.
Yeah, Ledger, I think, picked that one up, but again, Tudor being aggressive getting to the free throw line, which is what you want to see from your high-scoring guard. Showing the ref his arm, marks on his arm.
Tudor will go to the Chemist Warehouse free throw line. First one is good.
Yeah, Riley Tudor's a smooth player. I've watched a lot of him in his high school years at Nationals, and just got a way about him. Knows how to get to find his way to the cup. He's got an unorthodox kind of penetration game, but also can really shoot the ball.
Riley Tudor has 4 points. There's Ioane bringing the ball back, gives it to Dalton. Wilkie, Ioane. Wilkie again, an open three, and again he drains it. Dylan Wilkie, 13 points, and he's caught fire from beyond the arc.
He sure has. Tell you what, he's seeing that thing like the ocean out there in Casey Ioane on the other end as we get a backcourt violation. I mean, I'll tell you what, Casey Ioane on the defensive end and Dylan Wilkie on the offensive end. It's a pretty potent combo right now.
Just nothing going right for the Airs here.
See it in the body language. Got to find a way to get a stop here and get something easy.
Jordan Cooper maybe put a foot out as, ooh, that one's come off the leg of Cooper James. Sorry, Riley Tudor.
Even if I don't mind that, even though you don't get the ball back, it just disrupts the Tuatara a little bit. Now puts them in the backcourt, 14 seconds on the clock.
The margin is 22. It's a long way back for the Airs. Tuatara look like they're going to continue their winning streak as they took the first quarter 15-5, the second 13-3. Just the 3 points for Taranaki in that second quarter. Currently up 6-4 in the third. Still plenty of time to go. And the Taranaki Airs, they certainly have attacking threats. I mean, Riley Tudor's been outstanding in recent weeks. Bounce pass from Ledger to Ioane. Ioane keeps playing after the whistle.
Again, Tuatara just doing a good job getting through their plays, executing well. Very well drilled unit. And it's paying off.
Casey Ioane heading to the Chemist Warehouse free throw line. He's got 4 points, but a couple of rebounds, 3 assists, a couple of steals, a block. He's everywhere.
Yeah, he's one of those players you can't just measure him on the points on the board. He's doing so much out there that doesn't even pick up a stat.
Free throw's no good. Taranaki Airs come up with it. Here's Bailey bringing it back. Bailey up on Ledger and off the glass. Quinton Bailey showing that experience.
Yeah, certainly beautiful move with the left hand. Nice tough finish over Ledger.
Dalton, pass comes off the foot of an Airs player. It's picked up by Wiley now in the corner.
Mismatch down low here, look for the spin.
Ledger gives it back to Wiley. Wiley's going to drive and doesn't come up with the basket, but plenty of contact there.
It's a little shaken up. They got a poke in the eye or something.
Looks like he's okay. 20 points the margin. It'll be Josh Wiley from the Chemist Warehouse free throw line. He's a couple of points, 1 rebound.
Yeah, again, not probably seeing what he's got through, the mountain of work he's got through in this game, but he's the one who spearheads the offense from the point guard position. Done a good job. leading this Tuatara team. Execution.
Converts from the free throw line. The lead back out to 22. Here come the airs. Nice bounce pass, floating it in is Bailey. That was nice interchange play there.
Yeah, beautiful pass from Adam. Nice little drop off there to Bailey. Nice floater to finish.
Wiley for Auckland. Pass outside to Ioane. Ball into Dalton. He flings the ball back out to Wilkie. Wilkie, one step, two step, offload to Ledger. Dalton thinks about the three. Will drive into the paint. Crash into a couple of Taranaki defenders. And pick up the foul.
Yeah, probably Tuatara a little bit guilty there of overpassing. But Wilkie probably turned down a shot, and then Ledger turned one down, and Matty Dalton turned one down, but ended up being able to squeeze through the narrowest of gaps there. Doors just closed on him as he came through.
This is the first, does Matty Dalton, but he's had a strong game so far. 11 points, 5 rebounds.
Sure has. Done a bit of everything.
Slotting the free throw attempt there. Taranaki bringing the ball back. Here's Tuhaka. All the way to Bailey. Leaves it out. Oh. Tuta thinks about the deep three. He's going to drive almost to the rim, and gosh, Ioane is just making life so difficult for Riley Tuta at the moment.
Yeah, you asked the question before about Riley Tuta, you know, being a little quiet in this game. It's a big reason with that man, Casey Ioane, all over him the whole game.
Wilkie comes, puts up the three, the rebound by Dalton, and he lays it in. There was no one there for Taranaki.
No one there. And again, Dalton just doing a great job.
Tuhaka, that's a nice off-balance shot, picks up the foul as well.
Yeah, Matty Dalton's been all over the court tonight, and certainly on that one, nice easy put back. Again, this Ayers outfit, a lot of it just one-on-one plays. Beautiful play there by Tuhaka, but it's just not going to be enough to be able to close this gap.
Look, Tuhaka adds the extra. Ball with Ioane, who has just been a machine. He's been everywhere in this contest, as has this man. Dalton gets into the paint. Here's Ledger. He's had a quieter game by his standards, but this is just another example of just how powerful and dynamic Casey Ioane is.
Sure is. May have got away with an extra step there, but beautiful move nevertheless. As Adam turns the corner. Nothing on offer.
Looking for an option somewhere, anywhere. Eventually finds Bailey. Bailey on Ledger, and this time Bailey can't lay it in off the glass, and it's going to be Auckland ball.
Just everything looks hard for the Ayers right now, you know, really having to force their way to the hoop. Whereas at the other end, the Tuatara are just managing to get to the hoop with ease.
On the clock. Can Auckland finish with a flourish? Casey Ioane finds Dalton. Three won't go. They got to shoot the ball now. Taranaki, a Hail Mary attempt, nowhere near. And the Tuatara will go into the final quarter with a 22-point lead. It's hard to see a way back here for Taranaki.
It really is, especially in 4 minutes. You know, it's really going to be tough. I mean, again, they just haven't got anything going right from the start of this game, whereas Tuatara on the other side have just been flowing.
I suppose on a brighter note, that quarter a lot tighter, 13-11. Auckland taking it. Do they show improvement, Taranaki? Were they back on track sort of in that quarter? Could we say that?
Yeah, I definitely think, you know, again, if they'd started that way, you know, I think you'd see a different game right now. Basketball is a game of runs, and you know, I thought Quinton Bailey did a good job in that quarter, really dominating himself and really taking the scoring load on, because he's realised that Riley Tuta's got guys draped all over him.
Auckland have just been too big, too strong, too dynamic in this contest. Dylan Wilkie, 13 points. Matty Dalton, 14 plus 6 rebounds. Casey Ioane has 6, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, but he's also got a couple of blocks and steals as well. He's been everywhere. Josh Ledger, he's racked up another 6 rebounds. without anyone really noticing even.
Yeah, that's right. There's no one happier than Tom Vodanovich on the bench right now, knowing he doesn't have to play any minutes in this Rapid League and can save himself for the main game.
Certain to bring plenty of physicality. Look to try and rattle a few tired Taranaki Airs starters, I'm sure. Tom Vodanovich, when he comes off the bench for the Tuatara in the main South NBL game, which will be underway from 7:30. So stick with us on Sky Sport.
Yeah, he's probably happy seeing Quentin Bailey playing a lot of minutes as Ioane turns the corner again. Oh, beautiful.
KC Ioane just finds a lane, lays it in, and that was a beautiful play. Here's Tuta, the denial by Ledger. Whistle goes, and he's got his hands on his head.
I think he's got a case there. I mean, I think he did a good job. But, you know, Riley Tuta's a veteran scorer. He knows how to score. He got his body in there, got the shoulder in, drew the contact, was able to get himself to the line for 2. Guys like Riley Tuta know how to score. If they can get to the free throw line, get a couple of easy ones, see that ball go through the hoop.
First one does. Makes them both count, does Riley Tuta. KC Ioane finds Dalton. The other thing, I guess, about this Auckland side is that you're only using 5 players.
Yeah,
no one's
exactly.
coming off the bench. It's just the same 5 playing the full game, and they're top of the ladder, so it's working. There's Ioane. How's your father?
Sheesh. He's feeling good right now. Nice little drop off from Wilkie.
Well, what do you do if you're Taranaki? You shoot like that. That's what you do. Xavier Adam.
Yeah, first shot of the game. Nothing but net.
No worries for Auckland, who are up 21.
We've got a tech foul here as well by the look of it. I think they've called that on Riley Tuta. He didn't seem very happy about the foul called.
That's his 3rd personal foul on Riley Tuta.
Dylan Wilkie steps up, shoot the technical foul. Tell you what, he's seen that thing like a hula hoop right now. I feel like he could shoot it blindfolded right now. That thing's going down.
Certainly is. Dylan Wilkie sitting on 14 points now, including a few eye-catching 3-pointers as well. Inbound ball from Riley. Here's Wilkie again, and just as we say that, he does miss a 3. Taranaki come up with a fast break, trying to lay it in, but not able to do so. It's Russian Cobb.
Yeah, Russian Cobb, nice attack on the hoop there. Wilkie got up, gave away the foul, but make him earn it the old-fashioned way from the free throw line. They got away with one at the other end too, having Wilkie wide open.
We'll head to the Chemist Warehouse stripe. 22 points the difference, makes the free throw count there. Get another go. Rufus Russian Cobb makes them both count. Here comes Wiley. Offload away. Here's Casey Ioane having a go from deep and making it count. He can do it all. We just saw a slam dunk. Now we're seeing him slot a 3. This game of basketball is easy, isn't it?
They're certainly making it look easy. As we see on the other end, it's a shootout now.
Tuta replies. 2 of the star players in this contest, Ioane and Tuta. Been going head-to-head all game. Ioane comes up with it again. And he straight around the outside, and again KC Ioane puts the lid on the biscuit tin.
I'll tell you what, he's doing everything right now. That's a professional scorer, Tuta, right back at you.
Blow for blow. Tell you what, where's this been all game? From the airs, goes out of bounds off the foot of Tuta.
Oh, they've caught a foul too. Tuta again picking up his 4th foul. As Ioane will go to the free throw line? No. Yes, he will.
Ioane's on 15 points already. Make that 16.
I tell you what, I can hear the avalanche in the background. The feet are stomping, so the crowd is into it still. Despite their team being down 20, they're right into this game.
It's good to see the crowd supporting their team to the very end. Down 21. You're having a go at that as well, Dylan Boucher stomping the feet.
Got to keep the steps going while you're commentating.
Taranaki bring the ball back through Tuhaka. Corner 3 opportunity, air ball. Ledger with, well, call that a rebound?
Yeah, absolutely. He was still racking them up.
Josh Ledger stepping into the paint, laying it in off the backboard.
He's like, okay, I've had enough of these young guys doing all the scoring. Give me a turn, rather than me just getting all the rebounds.
Tuta.
Nice pass.
Oh, that one's good there from Russian Cobb. In fact, it's...
Yeah, Russian
Cobb, yeah. Thought I had the number wrong there for a second. Back for Auckland. Ledger will slam it home.
Just too easy, though. Great penetration there. Wiley just getting his way in the middle of the lane, dropping it off for the easy dunk. That's better. That's better basketball.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he stepped out.
Backed him out, lays it in too to Cooper James.
Probably should have just taken the 3, shooting it well for the game.
Won't count. Cooper James sitting on 6 points. Wiley to bring the ball back for Auckland. Difference is 23, 50 seconds to go.
Got a mismatch inside here.
Massive rapid league total. Here's Ledger. Finds an option. Wilkie's been hot from 3 again. Dylan Wilkie. Auckland have brought up 60.
So I tell you, he's seen that thing. That hoop is looking so big right now.
Riley Tudor.
Good pass.
There's a nice pass under the rim. Not able to convert was Russian Cobb. Auckland have got it back. 20 seconds to go.
I'll tell you what. Tuatara are relentless, calling a player timeout here, really wanting to keep the points piling on.
Keeping the foot firmly on the throat of the Taranaki ears. We'll have a BNZ player timeout. BNZ's ticket to the big game. You can use that QR code on screen. BNZ looking to inspire the next generation of basketballers. They're giving away 5,000 tickets to school groups, sports groups, community groups. Come along and see a Sal's NBL game. Use that QR code on the screen. Fill out your group's details and grab your tickets to the big game thanks to BNZ.
I wouldn't mind betting on this play. It's either going to be for a 3-point shot for Wilkie or a dunk for Casey Ioane, but that they're going to be looking for.
I don't think that'd be paying a hell of a lot, to be honest. Casey Ioane.
There it is.
Gets the ball. Oh, there you go. And it's a 3-point attempt. Wilkie, settle down, mate. You're up 30.
I tell you what, he is wet-balling every shot right now. And I tell you, he hasn't got much credit, but I tell you what, the screens from Josh Ledger, shout out from one big man to another. He set some great screens for Wilkie to come off wide open. I wouldn't call it wide open, but open enough for Wilkie to be able to get his elbow up, knock that thing down.
They are just relentless. This Auckland Tuatara outfit, potentially a last chance here for Taranaki. Tuta driving into the paint. Ioane getting up there. Tuta lays it in with 2.1 on the clock. Auckland will finish the game off with a long 3-point attempt, but utter domination from the Auckland Tuatara. A 27-point hiding at TSB Stadium in New Plymouth. Dylan Boucher.
I tell you what, this Tuatara team executed all game, played hard on the defensive end. Credit to the Airs, they showed up in the second half, certainly kept the scoreboard ticking over, but just couldn't get stops when they needed to.
Dylan Wilkie, 20 points. He was an absolute assassin from the 3-point line, wasn't he?
He was on a heater. I tell you what, 5 for 8 from the 3-point line, cooking.
Casey Ioane had 17, was everywhere. Josh Ledger, 8 rebounds. Dalton, 7. Ioane 2, but look at the Taranaki Airs, the amount of rebounds Auckland were able to reel in. Ledger and Dalton just dominating around the board. And you can see Ioane's just everywhere, isn't he? 4 assists as well, 4 for Leisure. Riley Tuda had a good finish to the game. Scored a few points, got 4 assists as well total. And that block there for Casey Ioane as well.
Yeah, Ioane was out there doing it all, as was Maddie Dalton. Those two certainly on both ends of the floor tonight.
That'll do us for the Rapid League contest, but stick with us on Sky Sport because we've got the round 9 South NZNBL full match between the Taranaki Airs and the Auckland Tuatara coming up for you in 20 minutes. But it is the Auckland Tuatara running out 63-36 victors in New Plymouth. Stick with us, back in a few moments. Test. Yeah. Welcome into Sal's NBL action on your Saturday evening from TSB Stadium in New Plymouth. It's the Taranaki Airs hosting the Auckland Tuatara, and while the Airs have their work cut out for them, the Tuatara sitting top of the ladder, 9 wins, 2 losses, in red hot form, having gone to the top of the ladder after a 100-97 victory over the Rams earlier this week. My name is Nathan Lim, and alongside me is 9-time NZNBL champion Dylan Boucher. Dylan, what can we expect from this contest? How can the Airs stick with the Tuatara?
I'll tell you what, Nathan, they're going to have to keep putting points on the board, because this Tuatara team can really score. As you mentioned earlier in the broadcast, putting 100 points on the board against the Rams is no mean feat. And it'll be interesting to see if they can continue that hot form. And on the other end, the Airs have got to be able to, again, score points, but also get stops when they need.
Don't forget, you can have your shout. Use that QR code on the screen and let us know who you think will take the lollies from today's contest. The Tuatara currently with 72% of the vote, but we will revisit that, so make sure you use that QR code on the screen and let us know what you think. We're going to take a look at the action still to come over the next few days and the standings, and there you can see the Auckland Tuatara sitting pretty. Played 11, won 9, lost 2, coming off a win over those Canterbury Rams down there in third. Pulsating contest. The Rams launching a comeback and drawing back to within 3. Missed the shot that would have tied the game, so the Auckland Tuatara take it there at Event Finder Stadium. And if we move to the second bottom half of the ladder, the Airs down there in 10th with 3 wins, 7 losses, but they've lost their last 5. What's going wrong for the Airs at the moment?
Yeah, certainly run out of, again, wheels kind of fell off a little bit. They started hot, got those wins early, and they just haven't managed to be able to string it together. But again, very talented, got a lot of talent on this roster, just about getting it all together.
Yeah, 100%. As we take a look at the upcoming fixtures still to come this weekend, Saints against the Nuggets from TSB Arena in Wellington, and then the Sharks and the Bulls go head-to-head in Invercargill tomorrow evening. Then next week, Friday, the Taranaki Airs back in action. New Plymouth hosting the Tauranga 5. And the Nelson Giants tackling the Southland Sharks in Nelson. Plenty of action to come as we move swiftly through this Sal's NBL season. Let's take a look at the starting 5 now for Auckland in this contest. Josh Dilling, Chris Johnson, Isaac Davison, Zach Riley, Rob Lowe. So much talent on this roster when you consider they've also got a Sean Bairstow, a Tom Vodanovic to come off the bench. What do you make of this Auckland lineup?
I'll tell you what, the find of the season, Isaac Davidson, 18 points a game. Adding him to an already star-studded roster, fantastic addition. And again, Zach Riley really stepping up this year and really increasing his production for the Tuatara as well.
Yeah, Davidson had 22 points in that Rams game. Another person who'll be key to this offense is Josh Dilling, who we caught up with a few moments ago.
wins in a row and the Tuatara find themselves on top of the ladder. What has been going well for you and the team during this run of good play, and how can you keep it going today against a dangerous Ayers team?
Yeah, I think you're starting to see the Tuatara team with their full roster, getting Ice and Sean back. So honestly, just playing together, taking care of the ball, and then I think our ability to respond to another team's run, we're able to kind of settle down and get to the right stuff. So I think that's been really good for us in these 4 games.
Looking at the Ayers team that has shown itself to be a dangerous opponent, what areas of the attack have the Tuatara concentrated on with such a short turnaround after last being on the court just a couple of days ago?
Yeah, I think just handling pressure. You know, they get a lot of steals per game, and I think we want to limit our turnovers. You know, try to control the pace of the game and kind of get to where we want to be, you know, in the post-ups and kind of playing through each other. So this is a really gritty team there, so can't take them lightly at all. So we got to, you know, be ready to go at the start from the tip.
No sense of complacency there from Josh Dilling. Let's take a look at the Taranaki Ayers lineup. It's Aaron Cook Jr., Brandon Stroud, Dane Samuel, Xavier Green and James Moores for the Ayers. And I suppose the thing that they've got to front up is that physicality and the size. Who can we look to bring that in this contest?
Yeah, Dane Samuel and James Moores are going to have to bring the physicality and own the battle of the paint. Obviously, you've got Rob Lowe and Chris Johnson at the other end, and Vidonovic off the bench, who love to operate inside. So again, shoring up the paint is going to go a long way to a victory for the Ayers in this one. And
we caught up with James Moores just a few moments ago.
Coming up today against an Auckland squad that has been playing well as of late, they can score through multiple avenues. What aspects of their attack would the Ayers most like to slow down today?
Yeah, they're a good team all around. Individually, we just need to take care of our matchups and make sure we don't have easy transition points like the last few games. Yeah.
The Ayers got off to a slow start last time out. How are you and the team looking to approach today's game so you can come out of the gate a bit quicker so you don't have to chase this team from behind?
Yeah, we need to come out with urgency. This week we've been practicing a lot on our spacing and the reads that we want to get to. So it's all up to us now. We just need to go out there with the urgency and play hard from the get-go.
He talks about that urgency. Had a slow start against the Jets last game and could never really reel it back in. Let's take a look at these Chemist Warehouse stats, and look at that. Auckland averaging 97.7 points a game. That's 3rd overall in the ladder. And those 4 W's as opposed to the 5 L's. What about the matchup that we sort of talked about? Moores and Samuel bringing that physicality. Johnson and Lowe, they're not going to be easy to top.
Nah, Johnson and Lowe have been, you know, 2 of the better players in this league for a long, long time. And Dane Samuel's coming back into the league, and James Moores, after spending some time overseas playing, is back as well. So again, those 2 have got their hands full, but again, both very talented players and can match the physicality out there.
When in form, the Ayers 100% can compete, but everything has to be firing just because of how much quality this Auckland Tuatara lineup has. We'll introduce your match officials and let you know the results of that vote. Hanging around that 72% mark. Tuatara clear favourites for the victors from your poll. Using that QR code on screen if you want to jump in, have your say late. But just a few moments away from tip-off here. Auckland, I suppose their strengths, they have low turnover rate. As we just introduced the match officials, Ryan Jones, Shan McFadgen and Kobe Lucas for tonight. But as I was mentioning, Auckland, low turnover rate, very deep bench. The Ayers, they're currently ranked last in scoring, rebounding margin and 3-point percentage. Aaron Cook Jr. is going to be really key for this offense, isn't he?
Yeah, they've got to shoot the ball well. Again, the hardest thing in basketball is if you're not making shots from the outside, it just makes everything a little bit harder to try and get penetration in. And you know, on the other side with the Tuatara, obviously shooting the ball extremely well, and adding Isaac Davidson, who's a sharp shooter, to that roster, just has bolstered their stocks even more.
Dilling talked about just wanting to look after the ball. The Ayers talked about coming out with urgency. Is it fair to say the Ayers will want chaos and Auckland will want this to be a very organised, structured game?
Yeah, definitely. Coach Cam Glidden wants to see perfection. He wants to see execution. He doesn't want to see isolation. But I think on the other end, we've got some talented isolation players for the Ayers, and they want to see it junk it up a little bit and want to see some open space so they can get to the hoop.
Auckland, having won the last 4 games in a row, highlighted by a 100-97 victory over the Rams on Wednesday night at Event Finder Stadium. Auckland's North Shore Davidson, 22.6 rebounds, 5 assists. Riley had 19 points, a plus-minus of 16 as well.
Yeah, Riley's been on a heater all year. He's certainly stepped up this season and certainly leading from the front. And not, you know, he's only 22 years of age, but certainly, you know, around these veteran players on his team, he's not afraid to take the lead.
We talked about the importance of James Moores as well in that 89-77 loss to the Manawatu Jets. He had 20 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists, so he was everywhere. So important bringing that size, but also his experience, I suppose, for this Airs lineup.
Yeah, 100%. Also, the Airs are missing, looking like in the background, I saw Luca Vea sitting in a tracksuit in the background, which means he's probably not going to be suiting up tonight, which he's been very valuable, both in the starting lineup and coming off the bench for this Airs squad.
Chris Johnson will be there competing for the ball with Dane Samuel first up. Hopefully see some more dunks from Chris Johnson in this game as we have a false start.
Yeah, they said Dane hit the ball on the way up. Smart play, because I don't think he was going to beat Chris Johnson at the tip. As we see a quick sub, Riley Tudor coming straight in the game for Brandon Stroud, I believe.
So that was a planned move so that Riley could surely play in the Rapid League and then come straight into the NBL lineup effectively from the get-go. Is that a little bit of a cheeky play there?
Yeah, a bit of sportsmanship there. 1 second gone off the clock.
Auckland with first possession. Here is Chris Johnson. Long limbs, got that height advantage and slots it first up for Auckland, a settled start.
If he's got that going, how do you stop that? Like, seriously, 7 foot, probably got like a 7'5" wingspan and can shoot. Like, that's tough to stop.
Cook Jr. looking for options. Dane Samuel thinks about the three. He'll drive it up to the rim and he'll lay it in. Dane Samuel.
Oh, turning the clock back. Thought he was going to have a go at punching on Rob Lowe there. Nice little finger roll. Good start.
Here is Lowe. Thought about the pass to Davidson. Instead, we'll give it to Riley. Riley back with it.
Good defense from the Airs. Got to finish this possession. Good hands, Dane Samuels.
Dilling can't lay it in. Off the board, falls for Riley. Riley can't put it away either, and Moores comes up with a rebound.
Yeah, good rebound from Moores. Not giving them that third opportunity. Dane Samuels.
This time he will put up the three. Not enough on it. Davidson will bring it back for Auckland. Isaac Davidson, he's going to try go to the rim. Bit of defence there. Chris Johnson from three won't go.
Got away. Got a nice easy look there from Johnson. Wasn't able to convert. Moores going right at him.
Moores on Johnson. Been an intriguing matchup. Moores just short.
Yes, Johnson got the length. Moores probably got the strength in there. A little bit short on the little hook there. Oh, you don't want to do that.
Davidson, first look from three, won't go. Johnson with the rebound.
Got lucky of giving up 2 open looks so far.
He's Dilling. Dilling looking for an option, spinning around under the rim and lays it in off the board too.
That is relentless stick-to-itiveness. Casey Frank isn't. He wanted to score and he made no bones about it.
Cook Jr. Davidson guarding him. Cook Jr. will take it to the board. And that's a nice move from Aaron Cook Jr.
Cook Jr.'s been a fantastic pickup for the Airs as Zach Riley. Another wide open one that's just off. There's 3 open looks the Tuatara have missed right now, which is playing right into the Airs' favour.
Not a bad start from the Airs at all. This time from deep. Won't go for Green.
Seems to be lit on both ends from the 3.
Johnson. Dilling.
Good help there from Green.
Here's Riley. Riley tried the pass to Rob Lowe, which I think it came off the leg of Dane Samuel there.
The credit to the Airs, they're really making everything tough for the Tuatara right now. Really packing the paint in, obviously forcing them to shoot from the perimeter. And right now the Tuatara are a little bit cold from the outside.
That's what you've got to do when you're facing a team so much higher ranked with more depth, is just frustrating them, trying to make it a dogfight.
That's it. Make everything hard, as you see here. Riley and, oh, beautiful James Moores. That's nice.
Off the backboard and in from James Moores. This is a good start from Taranaki, who hit the lead. Dilling, bounce past to Lowe. Foul called on Dane Samuel.
Little crafty Rob low spin, trapping the arm there of Dane Samuels in there, forcing the official to have to make a call. As we see early subs coming into the game. Tom Vodanovich and Sean Bairstow. Man, those two guys coming off your bench, pretty good luxury to have.
Not bad options at all. Vodanovich sure to make it. Well, if it is a dogfight, he'll get into it, but he gives away an intercept straight away. Taranaki on the fast break. Cook Jr. couldn't lay it in off the board, and Auckland now with an opportunity down the other end. Davidson, 3-ball, goes up, no. Vodanovich with the rebound. Nice pass there, lays it off, and Auckland come up with a bucket.
Wow, that was hectic, but again, it's just that Tom Vodanovich coming in with energy, physicality. Cook Jr. won that last layup back.
Cook Jr. will be a go from beyond the arc from Moores, and he's good.
I tell you what, I haven't seen a lot from the perimeter from James Moores, but certainly after watching his high school career, really could shoot the 3-ball. Shot it very comfortably on that one, as he does a good job on the defensive end, making it tough for Dilling.
Dilling tried to float it in, wouldn't go. Here's Green. Samuel. Back to Green. Moores is open, wants it. Deep 2 opportunity, and Green makes a count.
And the Airs are doing it right now, knocking shots down, forcing the Tuatara into tough shots.
Bringing it back is Dilling, trying to work the pick and roll with Vodanovich over the top.
And tell you what, for the kids at home, the young forwards at home, watch just the off-ball work that Tom Vodanovich does to really, if you try and switch on him or you try and run into a screen, he just makes life so difficult for you that you have to use your physicality.
Inbound from Bairstow to Davidson. Davidson in the paint. Finds to Vodanovich outside the arc. Won't go. And Stroud will come up with the rebound for Taranaki. Needs a bit of support.
Oh, Green wanted it.
Nice. Cook Jr.
Nice punch screen from Quentin Bailey. Stroud on the glass.
Here's Green. Xavier Green, it won't go.
Good look.
Tell you what, if he'd swatted that, suddenly Taranaki up 8 early in this game. Instead it's Auckland back with possession. Davidson trying to get in the paint. Spinning and floating it up. Draws a contact.
Just before that whistle went, I was about to say, Green doing an amazing job on Isaac Davidson with his length. And he probably has a case here. He may have got him for moving forward and taking up some landing space, but certainly didn't have any hands on him, just had his hands up. He could probably feel a little aggrieved.
Just looking for a bit of clarification there. Davidson slots his first free throw attempt.
Yeah, they certainly don't want any of their starters getting into foul trouble.
Auckland shooting 70% from the free throw line. The Chemist Warehouse strike for the season. That's 6th in the competition. Taranaki, they're way down in 10th at only 63% from the strike.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll tell you what the Airs don't want. They don't want Isaac Davidson to see that ball going through the hoop. Stroud gets double teamed on the inbounds.
Bit of a full court press there from Auckland. He's off.
Xavier Adam getting into the game early.
Stroud. It's Adam. Now it's a corner 3 from Samuel. Won't go. Rebound falls for Bailey. Here's Green. Stroud. Spinning. Step back. Jumper off the backboard. Won't go in off the glass. Dilling brings it back for Auckland.
Stroud doing a great job on the ball here. Oh, excellent job. Brilliant. Green on his left. Goes to Bailey. Beautiful fast break. I think Stroud was telling Dilling all about it. That's what you got to love, the competitiveness in these guys. Good hands, Dane Samuel. Oh, excellent effort.
That's good.
Get on the floor, big fellas. The ball beats them both. And the hustle is rewarded. The two bigs, Quentin Bailey and Dane Samuels, doing a good job there on Josh Ledger. You know, we talked about it in the, as we see there, I really want to see them dive. We talked about it early in the Rapid League, but the energy the Airs are playing with right now is exactly what coach will be calling for and taking the Tuatara out of their rhythm right now.
Tell you what, they'll have a timeout as well, and this is a brilliant start from the Airs. As you said, just really disrupting the Tuatara's rhythm, making it difficult for them to get a shot off. What are they doing? Is it just pressure? What's that jersey in the crowd?
I tell you what, the fans are into it. There's nothing better at home than you start the game like this and the crowd is into it. Little man in the red shirt there in the background just loving life right now.
What do you think the Tuatara, what are they talking about now? They're really struggling to, I suppose, find their scoring rhythm.
Yeah, I think they'll be talking about, first of all, on the defensive end. I think that's, Cam Glidden will start on that end, but then on the other end, it's about execution. Again, the Airs defense has really disrupted the flow and the rhythm of their offense. They want to be able to get the ball through some hands, move some bodies, and then attack, as opposed to attacking off the first option.
Using their bench early, both these teams. We saw Riley Tuta injected into the game just a second into the contest.
I'm still bewildered to what that was all about, because Stroud, I thought maybe Stroud had been injured, so maybe they got him out, but he's now out there. Maybe they had Tuta out there from a bit more scoring punch or shooting punch. I'm not quite sure, but Stroud's come in and done an amazing job so far.
Certainly has. Here's Green. Green Dunson! That's the first one of the night. I'm sure it won't be the last. Taranaki up 7.
Yeah, nice little turn the corner on the out of bounds play there.
Bairstow looking for Ledger, and Ledger will lay it in off the glass.
Yeah, Bairstow just come in and steady the offense. Nice little drop off there to Ledger.
Now Stroud fighting up by the glass. Can't get it to go. Davison coming up with the rebound. Davison finds Vodanovic. Now Bairstow. Off balance, looking for options, and Brandon Stroud is stoked.
I tell you what, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Vodanovic just a handful down there. A lot of these American imports just aren't used to that physicality of switching on to a guy of Vodanovic's size and him just wanting to use nothing but physicality on him. As we see Green subbing out for Cook Jr. coming back in. Oh, Davidson wide open.
Here we go, Isaac Davidson off the front of the rim. Cook Jr. to bring it back. Cook Jr. finding space in the paint, lays it up for James Moores, who puts it in. 17-10.
Nice two-man game there. Moores finishing off a great pass. Cook Jr.
This time it's Riley. Riley off the left mitt. Bounces it.
Quinton Bailey won't be happy with that. Got him off his feet. Stepped underneath the big.
Here's Cook Jr. Mid-range jumper, and that's sweet as well. Taranaki showing off their offensive prowess early in this contest.
Tell you what, Tuatara have got nothing for that middle on ball right now, as Bairstow's a little stuck in there.
Ledger offloads it to Davison. Here's Ledger. Open three, they'll give it to him.
Yeah, they'll live with that. As we see Stroud pushing the break. Oh, Adam was open there.
In the paint, Stroud can't get it to go.
He's telling Ledger too. He's telling you. Oh, I love it.
Wee bit of chatter. Don't mind seeing that. Two teams who want it badly.
This is a case of Stroud just being ultra aggressive getting to the hoop. Hasn't had much success finishing, but I tell you what, he's building the pressure by attacking.
Brandon Stroud from the Chemist Warehouse free throw line. As I said, going into this game, the Airs sitting 10th in the leagues, second to last for free throw percentage at 63%. They are last on the points per game scoring average as well with 82.8. They made a very strong start to this game against the league-leading Auckland Tuatara, who averaged 97.7 a game, put up 100 against the Rams on Wednesday night on Auckland's North Shore. Only got 12 so far in the contest. Here's Rob Lowe. No problems for him.
Rob Lowe with the favoured left hand there. But they'll be happy with keeping the Tuatara to just 14 at this stage of the game.
Cook Jr. finds Moores. Moores almost collects his own rebound, but Rob Lowe doing enough to disrupt.
Yeah, Rob Lowe, just that big frame and long arms. As we see Bairstow, Stroud all over him.
been picked up by Stroud. He's got Moores there. Stroud receives the pass and lays it in off the glass.
Stroud is doing a good job on the defensive end, spearheading the break. Rob Lowe wants it.
Nice interchange play there from Bairstow. Bairstow has no troubles.
Bairstow's good in that mid-range. Rob Lowe just using his back and butt to clean out the defender there, allowing Bairstow to come off wide open.
Here's Stroud. Gives it to Cook Jr. Thinks about deep two. In the end, gives it to Darnay Samuel. Got to shoot. Mid-range two, won't go. And Auckland come back with it.
Yeah, that's better defense from the Tuatara, forcing the tough mid-ranger.
Riley looks outside to Lowe. Dilling trying to organise Lowe. Auckland just surveying their options, and in the end, Bairstow will put up a jumper, won't go. Dilling eventually has it, and Dilling is good from beyond the arc.
Yeah, he's been good the last few weeks from the perimeter and just tidies up, and probably an untidy offense there, just with a little step back three, and right back in this game. His ears hold it up for the last shot.
9 on the clock. Here's Moores. Thinks about it, goes inside to the paint and lays it into no contact.
That's pretty basketball. Nice move from James Moores. Little Euro, same foot, same hand finish.
That'll do us for the first quarter. Surprise lead for the Taranaki Airs against the top of the table Auckland Tuatara. It's 25-19 at TSB Stadium in New Plymouth. Stick with us. Back in a few moments. Welcome back into Sal's NBL action. It's the Taranaki Airs leading the Auckland Tuatara 25-19, a surprise lead after the first quarter. The league leading Auckland Tuatara visiting New Plymouth. And hey, look, it's Saturday night. You've earned a pizza. 20% off any large pizza using that online code Sal's MVP 26 using that QR code on screen. Valid until Thursday, so make sure you get amongst that. What's your go-to pizza, Dylan Boucher?
Oh, you got to go pepperoni, surely.
No,
pepperoni.
Oh, really?
And little tip is a little bit of Parmesan cheese on top.
Very, very controversial, I think that is Aaron Cook Jr. lays it in off the glass. First up for Taranaki, and it was not a great game for the Taranaki Rapid League side, going down 63-36. Auckland Tuatara setting a new league record for the number of points this season. Their previous top was 50. A standing display by the Rapid League side. The Sal's NBL team, however, is struggling to find their rhythm early in this game offensively.
They really are. They've got to sniper sitting on the bench and Dylan Wilkie. It might be time to inject him in just to be able to stretch that floor. He was seeing that thing like a hula hoop in the Rapid League, and certainly at the moment they are struggling offensively from a rhythm perspective, but they're doing a good job on the offensive glass.
100%. Here's Aaron Cook Jr. bringing it back for Taranaki. Xavier Green will have a go from deep.
Both teams pretty broke from the three-point line, just the one three-point made from each side at the moment.
Besto looking for an option, finds Riley. Riley puts it up from 3. This one won't go either. I think Auckland 1 from 9, is it?
Yeah, it is. 1 for 9 now, and 1 for 7 on the other end as Cook Jr. pulls up in the corner. He is not having any trouble.
Bang goes Aaron Cook Jr. He's had a strong start to this contest. He's got 9. Oh, a bit of contact there. Chris Johnson slamming it home, but it won't count.
Zach Riley again aggressive on the offensive end, and unfortunately Chris Johnson putting the lid on it after the whistle had gone. So Riley will step to the free throw line for 2 free throws.
Don't forget, every free throw so far this season will contribute to the Hoops in Schools program. If you want to get some hoops at your school, use that QR code on screen to find out more. Southland and Otago, it's your turn, so get amongst it.
So Aaron Cook Jr. shooting 41% from the three-point line this season. Just under 5 attempts a game, so he is very used to seeing that ball go through the hoop. Let's see if he can get a few more open looks to keep the scoreboard ticking over.
Here's Xavier Green. Cook Jr. out on the wing there. Deep 2 from Xavier Green, and it'll go in and out. Samuel comes up with the rebound, but a bit of contact there from Chris Johnson.
Good job, Dane Samuel, getting the inside position on Johnson there and then able to go for the quick putback. A smart play, because I think he really was just trying to draw a foul there anyway. Using all his years of experience to bait the referees into calling that one, and Chris Johnson getting him on the arm. You sometimes underestimate little fouls like that can really come to play, and later on in the fourth quarter. On the background of your screen there, also Marcel Jones looked like he's not suited up tonight either. So again, 2 players that play a key part in this year's offense and defense won't be suiting up tonight, as we see a beautiful steal.
Samuel slots the second one, but steal coming there.
Just missed the landed on the out of bounds line.
Auckland will get the ball back, down 11. You wouldn't have picked that. Taranaki Air started so slowly against the Jets in their last game, could never reel in that scoreline. Ended up losing 89-77, so a 12-point deficit. They've lost their last 5 in a row. And playing the Auckland Tuatara, you would have thought going in that this game would be pretty straightforward, and they've made a brilliant start.
That's why this sport is so great. On paper, doesn't necessarily marry up to what is on display, and credit to the Airs, they've really come out to play as good defense. Aaron Cook Jr. You can hear someone in the crowd loving it. Tell you what, their defense is what spearheaded their offense right now, and they're continuing to get hand on the ball. As we see another sloppy, James Moores, good job. Sloppy inbounds. They're just out of sync right now. You just can't help but think they just can't seem to get any rhythm going.
Inbound to Dilling. Dilling from the baseline, jumper, and slots it.
Sometimes simple is best. Just come off a screen and shoot that thing.
Bringing it back now is Green for Taranaki. Finds Dane Samuel, bit of space to work with. Will drive into the paint. Lay it up, beautifully off the backboard.
That's pretty. Took it right at Rob Lowe. Some good defense, but Dane Samuel's equal with the skills off the backboard.
Chris Johnson steps back, puts it up, won't go. Moores for the rebound.
That's what they want. They want them taking quick shots, isolation shots, as Cook Jr. down the other end. Good hand, Chris Johnson. Zach Riley pushes it on the break. Dane Samuel's good professional foul. Just slowing it down, making them bring the ball back.
Cook Jr. trying to shoot it over the top of Chris Johnson there. That's a hot mismatch if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, yeah. You don't realise the length of Chris Johnson until you actually try and shoot a jumper over him, then realise, as we see there, just Dane Samuels, good professional foul, slowing the breakdown, very common foul in basketball.
Cam Glidden just having a chat with Rob Lowe there as well, looking a little bit frustrated, leaving the field, leaving the court rather, Vidanovic back on. What can Auckland conjure up here as Dillon's the architect, finds Vidanovic. Vidanovic looking to drive in off the glass, won't go. Bit of contact there though.
Quinton Bailey and Tom Vidanovic, as we thought, would always be a physical battle. Vidanovic draws the foul there, we'll go to the free throw line for a couple. He's saying, you're holding me. He might have had that left arm hooked around him, but I don't think it probably played any effect on the shot. However, Vidanovic will go to the free throw line.
Vidanovic is the kind of guy you look to for Auckland in this like scrappy, sort of uncharacteristic start from them, as the sort of guy who be a bit chirpy, bring that aggression, get into that sort of scrappy battle and give your side a bit of confidence again.
Yeah, that's right. He is certainly one who just can change a game with his physicality, with his aggressiveness on the offensive end. Let's see if he can do that for this Tuatara side.
Here's Cook Jr. finds Stroud into the paint, laying it up, won't go, doesn't get a call, but the Airs come up with the rebound.
Oh, nice, James Moores, beautiful.
Oh, it won't go.
Everything but dropping in. Nice move there on the baseline. Stroud hasn't had much success on his penetration, but tell you what, he's putting some pressure on this Tuatara defense. As we see Wilkie in the game.
Davison.
There's Vidanovic again inside, and aggressive. That looked pretty clean from the commentator's booth. But we are not right next to the play, so I will close my mouth on that one.
No, I reckon tee off. You got a mic for a reason. Let's have a look. Well, it did look clean.
Tell you what, I never fouled once when I played, so referees know that. But I tell you what, Aaron Cook Jr., he is currently averaging 2.8 steals a game, so he probably had every right to feel aggrieved on that one because he's used to stealing the ball just under 3 times a game. As Isaac Davidson, another miss, but Vidanovic on the boards. Oh, good job, Josh.
Do well to keep that in play. Is Davidson will have another go from 3, and they'll make it count on the second attempt. Isaac Davidson has 5.
And straight away, timeout called by the Airs. They've seen enough, and it'll be about the offensive fouls more than the 3-point shot. The offensive rebounds more than the 3-point shot. Isaac Davidson is not shy. He got another look and he let it go.
Well, that's what you need from your perimeter shooters. Just the confidence is never dented. Doesn't matter what's going on the scoreboard, what their field goal percentages, they will put up those shots because when you're trailing, you need those ones.
Shooters shoot. That's what they're paid to do. And he's certainly not shy.
Auckland Tuatara have pulled this margin back to 7, 33-26. The way the Airs are playing, they're really disrupting Auckland, trying to get in the way of their attacking rhythm. Do they have the gas to do that for 4 quarters?
Yeah, it is the depth there. That's the thing, you know. There's a bit of heavy breathing going on in this timeout, and, you know, like, can they maintain this energy on the defensive end? It's hard to do. It sounds easy, and you're like, these guys are professional basketball players. They should be able to play like that the whole game. Wrong. It is impossible to be able to play at your full capacity for 40 minutes of this game, but they're going to have to strategically use their subbing patterns to be able to rest guys at the right times, to be able to stick to this. How are they going to bounce back after this timeout? They've started the game both periods with good baskets at the start. Can this timeout play in their favour?
Stroud brings it back. Adams on the court. There's the ball now. Back to Stroud. Green. Big conjure up. Xavier Green. Guarded by Davidson. Done well too, Davidson. It's going to be batted out by Ledger.
Yeah, good job, Quinton Bailey getting on the boards. I'm not sure if that was a drawn-up play or that was just a straight ISO on Green, feeling like he has an advantage on Isaac Davidson in there.
It's going to be inbound from Adam. Here's Stroud. Stroud along the baseline. Oh, beautiful! Finds Moores, and Moores just dunks it in.
That's pretty. Stroud with a great penetration, and Moores with a great read off the ball. Nice flush.
Budanovic lays it off. Dillon finds Davidson. Now Ledger trying to create a bit of space for someone. Budanovic is going to put up the three. It's short. He'll have the rebound though. Just jumps back into the Taranaki half.
Wilkie.
Time Ledger for a three. Won't go.
They'll live with that every time, as we see Green getting downhill. Decides to slow it up. Nice pass.
Oh, beautifully laid in off the glass. James Moores.
Ears are getting a lot out of that two-man game on ball. James Moores, the benefactor of a beautiful pass there from Stroud.
He's got 13 already, James Moores.
He's doing a fantastic job defensively as well.
Taranaki just maintaining this sort of 10, 11 point margin. Outside chance now for Auckland.
Billings having no problem from the perimeter. The only one consistently for the Tuatara making shots out there. Just going back to James Moores, doing a good job in these on balls, but also 6 rebounds to go with it.
Auckland come up with the rebound there. The layup from Stroud wasn't good. Have another go from 3 that time. It's off from Dilling.
That was Wilkie, that one. Not quite seeing the hoop as big as it was as he gets posted up.
Stroud and, oh, the denial. A lot of contact there. And just have to see. His callers here. There's a bit of discussion here at the Auckland team.
Claiming to be a lot of ball. But to Stroud, he has been aggressive. Yeah, the block might have been clean, but I think Wilkie just guilty of having those hands forward rather than up. Nice post up from Stroud here. I tell you what, he hasn't probably been rewarded on the scoreboard for his penetration, but you know, he's just putting real pressure on this Tuatara defense right now.
Converts from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Does Stroud. He's sitting on 4 points. Converts again. Inbound from Budanovic, and Taranaki just doing really well to maintain this 10-point margin. Still a wee way back for Auckland. Haven't been able to reel it in. Lowe. Posts up. Against Moores and over the top. Rob Lowe.
Yeah, Rob Lowe's true vet. James Moore's not bad defense there, but just Rob Lowe offense a little bit better, as we see Cook Jr., Quinton Bailey, and back. He's doing a good job moving the ball.
Stroud puts up a 3. Won't go.
Good box out for Donovich and Quinton Bailey.
Bring it back here is Sean Bairstow.
Yes, that is Stroud. Earned every moment of that. Donovich and Stroud are having a conversation about it, but Stroud has been a real problem defensively right now. Just disruptive. And he matches up very well with the longer guards and Bairstow and Davidson. Doing a fantastic job being disruptive out there.
Certainly having a night so far, Brandon Stroud. He's got 3 assists to his name as well. Bailey feeds Stroud. Stroud spies a bit of space along the baseline. Gives it to Moores, and Moores looks for the dunk, but will settle for the contact.
Yeah, Brandon Stroud getting to the hoop at will. Unable to finish, but that one there, James Moore's just reading the play, off the ball, coming in. Wanted to punch it, drew the foul instead.
Chris Johnson back on the court for Auckland, and he's one of those guys you look to really have an impact and gain a bit of ascendancy back around the paint. Moores makes it 2 from 2. The margin is back out to 10. Taranaki doing all they need to keep Auckland at bay, leading the second quarter 16-12.
Moores out to 15 points and 6 rebounds.
Here is that man, Chris Johnson. Decides to put it up on the baseline. Won't fall, and Stroud. Another rebound for him. He's got 3. Cook Jr. Spinning.
Oh, that's
Deep
pretty.
2.
That's pretty.
Oh, yeah. Aaron Cook Jr.
Zach Riley, great defense. Cook Jr. just better offense.
Back over the top to Lowe. Lowe lays it off, and not able to get it to fall was Bairstow.
Yeah, that was good offense again. Riley, lob to Lowe. Great cut out of the corner from Bairstow. He'll probably be disappointed he didn't finish that one as well, Bairstow. That's one he would normally convert. Nevertheless, we'll go to the free throw line for 2 free throws.
Let's have a little break as James Moores leading the scorers with 15 so far. The top Auckland scorer is Dilling with 10. Cook Jr. has 11 for the Airs. James Moores is also leading the rebounds with 6. Brandon Stroud 4 assists. So far, Auckland shooting just 37% from the field, 12 from 32, whereas Taranaki are hitting 47%.
Yeah, Josh Dilling, the most successful from the 3-point line, running at 100%, 2 from 2. And on the other end, just the 1 for 2 for Aaron Cook Jr. The rest 1 for 1 from James Moores. The rest is a little bit dry in the 3-point shooting cupboard, just 2 for 9 for the Airs and 3 for 15 for the Tuatara.
The Airs leading almost all the stats. Auckland have 21 rebounds to the Airs 18, but other than that, it's all Airs. 7 from 8 for the free throw line. Auckland are 4 from 6. 2 from 9 from beyond the arc, so just 22%. That's not unusual for the Airs, who are averaging 29% overall for the season. That's last in the league. Auckland are 3 from 15. They put up some 3-point attempts, but nothing dropping at this stage.
Again, the Airs D, I mean, you've got to credit them for where credit's due. They are junking it up here, making it tough. They have earned this lead right now. As we see, Sean Bairstow tries to cut into this lead with a couple of freebies. First one's good.
Couple of minutes to go in the second quarter. Still loads of time in this game, but the Airs will certainly take a lot of confidence from this, where James Moores is obviously one of their senior players, talking about urgency from the get-go, and they've certainly brought that in this contest.
Yeah, they definitely threw the first punch in this one. As we see Tudor on cue, James Moores.
Moores trying to float it in, it just won't fall, but he gets the rebound. Here's the ball out to Tudor. Tudor finds Cook Jr. looking for an option. Back to Tudor. This time it's Moores for 3. No good.
Good look though, good look. Moores again, getting on the boards over Chris Johnson.
Johnson gives the ball to Dilling. Tudor's guarding him.
Really slow in their offense right now, the Tuatara. Bairstow, beautiful cut. The end, wow, wasn't quite finished, but Green just guilty of grabbing the arm there. Great cut from Bairstow and beautiful find from Rob Lowe.
Auckland just don't seem to have been able to, we've seen quite a few of them, they get to the rim, they draw contact, but they just don't, they're not sinking it. They're not laying it in off the glass. The shots aren't falling.
Again, that's the Airs defense just frustrating them, just not giving them easy, clean lanes to the hoop. And again, Bairstow's probably had a couple now that he's a little bit frustrated. He probably would like to be stepping up for just the 1 shot. Instead, he'll go for the 2 free throws and try and knock them down from the free throw line.
As we mentioned earlier, massive Rapid League win for this Auckland Tuatara team, who are top of that ladder as well. 63-36, new season record for the most number of Rapid League points by a team. The previous record was 60. Auckland's previous best was 50. So that's a massive jump.
Well, when you look at this, the Tuatara right now have played 19 minutes of basketball and have got 33 points. The Rapid League played 16 minutes and put 63 on the board. So that's a heck of a scoring effort.
Shows how much work this Ayers defense is doing. Here's Cook Jr., 8 on the shot clock.
Finds Tuda.
Tuda's good from 3.
That's why this man is playing and stretching the floor. Tuatara tried to go a little zone there. The best way to bust out of a zone, make a 3-point shot.
Josh Dilling. Over the top to Rowe. Oh, the interchange play with Bairstow's no good. Auckland
Riley's
squander
wide
another
open.
opportunity.
Wide open. Oh, he had a look.
What about it? Taranaki just a little bit muddled in this play. It'll fall for Moores. Moores will put it up. Come up with a rebound as well. They have another go. This one is good.
I'm loving James Moore's aggression. Oh, Dane Samuel may have just been guilty of... Oh, they've only given him a delay of game. Luckily enough, he hit the ball out of the hands of the inbounder, which normally could be a technical foul, as we see Zach Riley call the player timeout.
17 points already for James Moore, 7 rebounds to go along with it as well. He is stamping his mark on this game as we go to the BNZ player timeout. Use that QR code on the screen if you want your tickets to the big game. BNZ invested in New Zealand basketball. They're giving away 5,000 tickets to school groups, sports groups and community groups to come along. CSL's NBL game. Use that QR code on the screen. Fill out your group details and grab your tickets to the big game with thanks to BNZ.
Yeah, what a great initiative. James Moore's. It's all about James Moore's right now. He's on the glass, he's scoring, he's doing it all.
Auckland now down 15, 8 to go. Got to finish this second quarter strongly. Pass ricochets out of bounds. They have another go, but just 3.2 on the shot clock.
Aaron Cook Jr., the thief in the night. He's got his hands on the ball again. Read the play well, just disrupted the flow.
3.2 on the main clock. Inbound ball to Johnson. Can't reel it in. That'll do us for the second quarter.
Now we've got a BNZ player timeout. Dane Samuels beat the clock.
My apologies. Samuels was quick with it as well. So a chance for Taranaki to potentially get a shot off and expand this lead even further.
Well, this would be huge if they score out of this. Again, turnover for the disruption. Dane Samuels, good solid defense on Chris Johnson. Little overthrow. 2.4 is plenty of time, especially for a Riley Tuda 3.
Inbound from Adam. Here we go.
Here he is.
Tuda. Just a second on the clock, floats it up, it won't go, but the Taranaki Airs have done a superb job in this contest. 48-33. They go into the break with a 15-point lead against the table-topping Auckland Tuatara. Stay with us on Sky Sport. We'll be back with some stats for you shortly, and then the third and fourth quarters of action on Sky Sport. You're tuned into this live South NBL action, and it is the Taranaki Airs stunning the Auckland Tuatara 48-33 in the opening 2 quarters of this fixture in New Plymouth. My name's Nathan Lim. Alongside me, 9-time New Zealand NBL champion Dylan Boucher. Dylan, what are the Airs doing to shut down this league-leading Auckland Tuatara side?
I tell you what, I'm pleasantly surprised in all facets of this game. Looking at James Moores in particular. 17 points, 7 rebounds. He is doing a bit of everything, and Aaron Cook Jr. is chiming in, but Stroud's defense and attack on the hoop as well, taking nothing away from Darnay Samuels with the mountain of work he's doing inside with the bigs.
Yeah, the Auckland scorers just struggling to get going. Just the 2 points for Chris Johnson so far. He does have 6 rebounds though. Why do you think he's struggling to get going?
Yeah, I think the physicality inside, you know, Moores has done a good job, Bailey, but Darnay Samuels in particular just wanting to own that paint and not letting Chris Johnson get 2 feet in the paint, forcing him to have to shoot from the perimeter.
Brandon Stroud and Aaron Cook Jr., sort of the architects of the Airs attack. They're having a good game too.
Yeah, they are. Brandon Stroud in particular, like just being able to super aggressive. Again, as I said through the commentary, he hasn't had a lot of success in scoring, but he's putting a lot of pressure, drawing fouls, but also with the 4 assists there as well.
What do you think Auckland have got to do when they come out in this 3rd quarter to bring this back? Because, I mean, look at that, the steals, the turnover ratios that we're getting as well. The Auckland Tuatara with none.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think, again, what they've got to do is they've got to be able to execute, and they've got to be able to execute with this relentless pressure that the Airs are putting on them. They've got to be able to get stops, and then they've got to get out and run and be able to get some easy ones and be able to free up their shooters.
Yeah, an intriguing finish to this game. It is the Airs, Taranaki Airs, 10th place up against the 1st place Auckland Tuatara, and the Airs leading by 15. An intriguing finish to this contest coming up, so stick with us on Sky Sport. Welcome into Sal's NBL action. If you're just joining us, the Taranaki is out to a shock 15-point lead over the league-leading Auckland Tuatara, 48-33. Auckland really struggling to get going in this fixture. It's a long way back for the Tuatara, who are on a 4-game winning streak. We're going to chuck up the QR code, the Your Shout, see who you think will take the lollies in this contest. And still the Auckland Tuatara dominating the voting. A few more people from Taranaki maybe need to get involved in this, because your team's up by 15. But my name is Nathan Lim, alongside me Dylan Boucher. Dylan, what are the Airs doing that has got this Auckland Tuatara team, which was humming, really struggling to get going?
Yeah, they've done a good job taking them out of their offense, playing fantastic D, disruptive D. Both ends being able to execute on the offensive end and keep the foot on the attack, and that's the key. Getting those stops at the defensive end and being able to attack at the other end. And again, not that they've necessarily been unbelievable at shooting the ball from the perimeter, but they've been able to get to the hoop, and James Moores in particular is having a field day in there.
100%, and it just felt, you know, Moore's talked about coming out with urgency, and they've certainly done that, the Taranaki Airs. We take a look at the fixtures still to come this weekend and heading into next week. The Saints and the Nuggets from TSB Arena in Wellington. The Sharks hosting the Bulls in Invercargill tomorrow evening. And then next Friday, the Taranaki Airs back in action in New Plymouth, hosting the Tauranga Whai. The Nelson Giants up against the Southland Sharks Saturday afternoon. That first fixture on your Saturday, June 13 in Nelson. But yeah, you mentioned James Moores. He talked about the Airs coming out with urgency, and it just felt right from the start that they were just making things niggly for Auckland. They weren't able to find any rhythm, the Tuatara. It was physical. They were getting drawn into these little one-on-one battles, and I guess my question was, can they keep it up for the entire game? They certainly look like doing it after 2 quarters.
Yeah, they've certainly gone pretty lean to the bench. 8 players playing in this one so far, and you know, Xavier Adam playing a good strong 10 minutes off the bench. Riley Tudor coming in just under that with 9, and Quinton Bailey sitting just in that 8.5 minutes. So again, it'll be, can they manage that workload throughout the second half? Remains to be seen. And can the Tuatara on the other side, can they actually get things going? And they've certainly got the talent to be able to do it, but it's not a matter of just flicking the switch. You've got to grind your way back in this game.
I suppose the thing in the Auckland Tuatara's favour, well and truly, is the bench and the depth that they have. I mean, Sean Bairstow and Tom Vodanovic coming off the bench, but the Rapid League team's humming. The likes of Josh Ledger has been used quite a lot as well in Sal's NBL for minutes. You know, they're going to be able to go deep into the 4th quarter in terms of launching this comeback.
They sure are. I mean, I'll tell you what, they've certainly got talent on their bench when, you know, bringing in the likes of Sean Bairstow off the bench, and you're seeing him starting this quarter, actually. You know, they've given him the nod on this one to come in and really make a difference, and you know, probably at the expense of Zach Riley right now, but again, expect Zach Riley to come in super aggressive when he comes off the bench as well.
So 48-33, a 15-point margin. Auckland with a hell of a lot of work to do here against Taranaki in New Plymouth, and it'll be inbound ball from Rob Lowe. The 3rd quarter just moments away.
And yet, you've got to ask yourself, is there something in the water today? The other results earlier today, Whai taking on the Giants, just 69-58. Low scoring affair there with the Whai being successful, but 58 points is just not going to get it done. And quite honestly, you know, 33.5 is not going to get it done, so they really need to turn things around, Tuatara, if they want to have a chance in this one.
Tuatara with the first possession of the 3rd quarter, and it's Josh Dilling bring the ball back. He's got 10 points so far in this contest, Dilling, but they'll need plenty more out of him there to reel in this margin. Here's Bairstow driving to the rim, and that's a nice start to the 3rd quarter for
That's exactly what you want. Easy attack down the middle. Not an easy shot, but Sean Bairstow made that look easy. Nice finish. Left hand over James Moores.
Here's Green. Green. Mid-range jumper. Nice start as well for Taranaki.
That's almost automatic for Green. Another well-executed play by the Airs.
Rob Lowe gives it to Isaac Davidson. Back to Lowe in the paint, wrestling with Samuel. Lowe, not enough on that. Taranaki come up with it.
Tell you what, most people that Rob Lowe bangs with the shoulder there are able to knock them off course, but not Dane Samuel. Does a good job holding his position.
Cook Jr. Nice pass to Samuel. It's pretty crowded in there though, so Moore's is going to have a go from beyond the arc, and Johnson up with the rebound.
Yeah, it looked good from Moore's. Good pass. Just wasn't able to convert on the wide open three.
Chris Johnson, 7 rebounds for him so far in this contest, but just the 2 points. Really hasn't got going. Taranaki bringing a lot of physicality to him. He's low along the baseline, wrestling with Moores.
It's just, again, experience there. Like, just making James Moores have to foul him. Just going right through him, body and all. 2 Westlake alumni going at each other.
Inbound ball from Dilling. Finds his way to Bairstow. Here's Johnson. Johnson will put up the 3. Won't go. Still struggling to get going, Chris Johnson.
Yeah, the Airs are clearly allowing the bigs from the Tuatara to shoot from the perimeter. They don't trust that they're high percentage shooters, as we see Aaron Cook Jr. deferring to Xavier Green. Pull up.
Chris Johnson, rebound number 8. Gives it to Davison. Isaac Davidson. Here's Johnson. Spinning in the paint. This time it's good from Chris Johnson.
That's more his bread and butter. Get in there. Use the physicality. He's got that look in his eye now.
The difference is 13. Here's Cook Jr. Finds Samuel. On the outside to Green. Cook Jr. Puts it up. Just on the angle. Can't get it to fall either. Here's Bairstow running it back.
Good execution from the Airs. Aaron Cook Jr. not able to make the little floater there.
Rob Lowe, awkward pass to Davison. Green getting in there trying to disrupt. Auckland still have it. Bairstow from 3, too short.
Little toe on the line there for Bairstow as well. Wasn't able to convert. Airs are doing a good job moving the ball. Oh, Rob Lowe says, no, Riley Tootie, you're not going to set a screen on me. Oh, that's nice. Aaron Cook Jr. just turning the corner there. The Airs are really doing a good job executing. They haven't finished the last couple of plays, but they've got good looks, as we see Aaron Cook Jr. to the line for 2 shots. Darnay Samuels working the referees over. Yeah, that's definitely a foul on his way to the hoop.
Aaron Cook Jr., the architect of this offense for the Airs. He's got 11 points, 3 assists. It's James Moore's 17 that are really making the difference. 8 rebounds for him as well, as Cook converts from the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
Yeah, the Airs will really want to not let this thing go below 10. So Aaron Cook Jr. pushes it out to 14. Unable to convert, pushing it to 15.
Rob Lowe looks for a channel, makes contact with Green.
Everyone's unhappy. Rob Lowe's unhappy, Xavier Green's unhappy. Ryan Jones is unhappy that they're pressing him for fouls that he thought didn't happen.
Everyone's miserable. Inbound from Davidson. Finds Bairstow. Bairstow along the baseline, still can't float it in, and the Airs,
good
nice
hustle.
work there from Cook Jr., but they said his foot was out.
Hard to tell from this angle, but good hustle from Aaron Cook Jr. Bairstow again, just will want that one back. Let's have a look here.
Nah, he was fine. He was fine. I'm calling it.
I'm with you on that. He'll be disappointed on that one. That was a big play as Bairstow turns the corner.
Bairstow trying to lay it up. Heavy contact with Cook Jr., who is pleading with the referee. It'll be Bairstow heading to the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
It's one of those ones where Cook Jr. did a good job. Unfortunately, just legs got tangled. Yeah, that was all. It was actually pretty good D until the legs got tangled, and unfortunately the referees have to make that call. But Bairstow doing a good job getting to the free throw line. He's probably, oh, hang on. He must have gone off. He must have hurt himself as Dilling is shooting the free throws. Must have made an injury sub for him. watch the space because Bairstow has been out for some time with an elbow injury. So whether he hurt himself on that play, oh no, here he is. Oh, it must be a technical foul first.
Dillon converts from the stripe.
Must have been a technical foul somewhere there from somebody. A little bit of ill discipline, that's what you don't need right now. Like right now, the Airs have got this comfortable lead. They want to be able to keep it going. I believe Bairstow will step up and shoot 2 free throws as well.
The difference, and if Taranaki can go into this fourth quarter with a double-digit lead, they would. I mean, if you'd offered them that at the start, they'd have shaken your hand off.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. The Avalanche is working down in the Naki.
Bairstow misses the first. From Bairstow. 8 points for this contest so far, 3 rebounds, and he'll remain at 8. A long pass down to Cook Jr., who almost takes it out of bounds. Tried to get the offload away. Come off. Dilling, it might have been out of bounds.
Yeah, I think Cook Jr. stepped on the line there before Dilling knocked it out. So again, another turnover for the Airs. Just need to settle things down a little.
All it takes is one run, and this game is tightened right back up. Auckland's still hunting for it. Just really haven't found any rhythm in their offense. This is a side who put up 100 the other night against the Rams.
Especially for a talented team like the Tuatara, you don't want to give them a sniff. Stroud and Vodanovic having a good old chat. Again, this is what these veterans of the Tuatara will do. They'll get underneath your skin. Right now, they probably feel like they've got a little bit of momentum here.
Riley re-entering the game for Auckland. Inbound from Dilling. 13 the difference. Maybe Zach Riley can adjust this offense. Danovic is on the court. Johnson's there as well. And there is Davidson laying it in off the board.
That's just too easy for Davidson. Walked his way in there. Easy 2. It's the lead. Back to 11 is Darnay Samuels.
Darnay Samuels can't lay it in off the glass, but drew plenty of contact there.
Nice penetration. That's how you settle things down. Get to the free throw line. You can hear one of the coaches in the background talking about a goaltend. Unfortunately, it was not on the way down. It certainly was not, but it's worth appealing. Put a bit of doubt in the referees' minds.
Darnay Samuel, first one ounces out. Lead is back down to 11. Still pretty sizable for the Airs. Low scoring contest, this.
Really is.
Dogfight.
That's why every point counts, as Darnay Samuels makes no mistake on the second.
Isaac Davidson.
They've changed the matchup now. They've put Stroud onto Isaac Davidson.
Vodanovic finds open look for Dilling, and Dilling converts.
Dilling is not having any problem from the three-point line in this game as he knocks down his third three-pointer from 3 attempts.
Here's Stroud driving. Chris Johnson, nice defense on him, but comes up with the ball, gives it to Samuel. Darnay Samuel, the step back, no good. Dilling comes up with the rebounds. This lead cut to 9. Another score here would be big for Auckland. Davidson looking for a lane. Looks outside to Dilling. Dilling will put up another one. Josh Dilling, oh, in and out.
He was robbed. That looked good. Tuta with a little bit too much help there. Adam.
Open look for Adam, no. Not an open look, rather, but was able to get the shot away.
Another smart foul. Unfortunately, I think they're in the bonus. That might be shooting, so not a smart foul, unfortunately. Did slow the play down, but you don't want to send this guy to the free throw line. They call him ice for a reason.
Isaac Davidson averaging 18.6 rebounds, 3.3 assists so far in this contest.
Wet ball.
Zach Riley's averaging 17, but only got 3 in this contest.
Yeah, Josh Dilling is really carrying this scoring load for the Tuatara, but don't let this man get going as we see the lead dwindle away.
7 points now the margin. Less than 5 to go in the third. The Airs will be devastated if they let this one slip. Stroud, deep 2.
Not sure that is exactly what they want out of their offense. The Airs, again, Tuatara just making things tough as we see the timeout called.
We really are in for a big finish in this contest. What do you think they'll be talking about, the Airs? Their lead, it was up to sort of 15 odd, and now back down to 7.
Yeah, there's a real, when you're just constantly taking the ball out of the net, it's really hard to get your flow going. In the first half, the Airs got stops and they were able to get some transition baskets. Now they're just slow, they're getting the ball out of the net, and then they're turning into unfavourable shots, I would call it, in their offense. And on the other end, Tuatara just doing a good job being physical on the defensive end and forcing them to take shots that they're not comfortable taking.
The Tuatara leading this third quarter 12-4. So definite swing in momentum here, but the Taranaki Airs had a 15-point lead, 48-33 at half-time. And since then, Tuatara have been able to come back into this contest, regain some of the ascendancy. Still almost 5 minutes to go in this third quarter. Plenty of time for the situation to change.
Yes, leading this quarter 12-4 right now, the Tuatara. Airs have just dried up. Got to find some scoring punch, and a smart move bringing James Moores back in the game.
There was no problem with scoring flow in the Rapid League contest. The Auckland Tuatara putting up 63 in 16 minutes.
That is insane.
New league record for this season. Tuatara's previous best was 50, so they put 13 on that. Rob Lowe finds Davidson under the rim and one.
Just going back to that punch screen for Rob Lowe. Such a good decision maker, high IQ, makes a nice little baseline bounce pass to Isaac Davidson, who takes Riley Tudor up on his back and finishes.
Davidson has 11 now. Chance to add another and draw this deficit back to just 4.
Isaac Davidson taking his total up now to 11 points. Make that 12.
Stroud. Oh, pass went to no one. 2 Airs players looking at one another. Tuta and Bailey. Pass went straight between both.
I'm not sure who that was for, but neither of the players thought it was for them. I'll tell you what, if the Tuatara score here, the momentum has completely changed as Davidson's wide open.
Oh, Isaac Davidson, wow, that would have been a dagger.
It sure would have been.
Stroud into the paint, laying it on off the glass. Nice settler there for the Airs.
So this is what I'm talking about. When you don't need to inbound the ball and you get a fast break, you get an easy layup at the other end.
Rob
Lowe. Vodonovic wide open. Tell you what, the Airs are playing with fire with these, both Isaac Davidson and Tom Vodonovic, very capable three-point shooters, as Stroud turns the corner again.
This time, Rob Lowe comes up with the rebound. It won't fall for Stroud, and Dilling from beyond the arc. Oh, we talked about daggers. There's another one from the Tuatara.
Dilling is having no trouble, going 4 for 5 right now from the three-point line. I remember in the preseason, Cam Glidden telling me that this guy can really shoot, and he's certainly showing it right now.
Taranaki, their lead was 15 at the start of this quarter. Since then, Auckland have cut it to just 3.
Just that sideline is the best defender in the league. See another player stepping back to go forward and stepping out of bounds. It's the most common mistake made in those corners. And it's a 3-point game. All pulled back in one quarter.
15-6, the Tuatara lead the Airs in this quarter. Finally, it looks like the offense is starting to get going, and so much of that down to Isaac Davidson. He's up in that top corner.
Here he is, the man himself.
Dilling won't go.
Great look though. Good execution. Decent look at it.
Stroud. Gives it to Samuel. Whistle goes.
Tell you, when you're a guard and you get switched on to Darnay Samuels, you're in a lot of trouble. As we see there, just able to give up the foul before the easy bucket. The Tuatara not in the bonus.
Just in the fouls column, the Tuatara doing pretty well. Lowe and Vodanovic with 2 each. Darnay Samuel has 3 for the Airs. No one else has 3. There's Stroud. Mid-range 2. Won't go. And a chance potentially to level things up here. Auckland with still more than 2 minutes to go. Dilling, nice bounce past the Lowe. Oh, the denial! The denial from Stroud.
Look at Robbie laughing. He's turning the clock back there. Last thing he wanted was someone coming across trying to block him. Stroud did a good job getting a hand on the ball, but may have got a little bit too much body in that contest. And Rob Lowe will go to the free throw line for 2 free throws. Try and close this thing to 1.
You're right, grin there from Rob Lowe. Attempted dunk. Makes the first free throw count. Margin is 2.
This Tuatara team's too talented just to be, be loose against them. You've got to be so detailed, and the Airs have just not been detailed in this third quarter.
Won the difference. Auckland lead this third quarter 20-6.
What a turnaround. That's why we love this game of basketball. Momentum can change at any moment.
Green. What can he conjure up for this Airs team? Gives it to Samuel. They'll give him an open look for 3 and come up with the rebound. Vodanovic.
Tuatara take the lead on this possession. Rob Lowe.
Oh, won't go. The 2 number 32s there, Bailey and Vodanovic competing for it.
That's a lot of slabs of meat going at it there. 2 big bodies that love to play with physicality. 2 probably of the stronger men in this league.
A chance, unbelievably, to take the lead in this third quarter. Inbound from Dilling. What can they conjure up? Vodanovic driving towards the paint. Gives a lovely offload away to Dilling, who lays it in off the glass. And Auckland are up.
Here we go. Really important possession here for the Airs. Need to get something. Xavier Green with a pull-up.
Chris Johnson with the rebound.
The wheels have completely come off for the Airs. Dilling has been a problem in this game. Wilkie wide open.
Oh, yeah, Dylan Wilkie. Too good in the pocket.
That's why it's so valuable to stretch the defense. Now Tuatara up 4. Xavier Adam with the mid-ranger. Oh, Chris Johnson.
Again with the tip.
Just that length. What have they got? They're going to go for a 2-for-1 here. Try and get his 3rd shot and the last shot. Wilkie. Mid-range.
Wilkie, yes, he's good too.
Silky Wilkie.
Adds 5 in about 60 seconds, and Auckland up 6.
You can hear the coach screaming, move it. They're just so stagnant right now. Darnay Samuels.
6 on the shot clock.
Oh,
using his physicality in the paint. Darnay Samuel.
I tell you what, that was a nothing possession, so Darnay Samuel's making something out of nothing. They just look all out of sorts right now. As the Tuatara look in command, taking a 25-6 quarter in this one. Sorry, 27-6 quarter in this one. What a turnaround of events.
I will repeat, they were down 15 at the start of the third. They're now up 6. Arne Samuel, the Airs need something.
Just, it's amazing, the momentum, you know, like when things are going well, those shots are going in, things just feel a little bit harder. As you see, Arne Samuel seems a little distracted at the free throw line.
And again missing. Taranaki, they scored 25 in the first quarter, 23 in the second. They're on 6 in the third. Shot's got to go. Won't go. Auckland head into the final quarter with a 6-point lead. Your hands are in the air, Dylan Boucher. I don't blame you. Stick with us on Sky Sport. We'll be back in a few moments. What a turnaround in this South NBL fixture. The Auckland Tuatara, they were down 15 and now they're up 6 heading into the fourth quarter, and you can turn your evening around with a large pizza from South, 20% off. Use that online code South MVP26, valid until Thursday. The QR code on the screen. We were actually just talking about South's pizza in the break here. They've got a lovely sausage option, did you say?
Yeah, I mean, all of them are good. As I said to you before, pepperoni's the go, but
no,
I don't want to be talking about this right now with the 10 minutes to go in this game. It's a long time before we're having pizza.
Taranaki is with it all to do in the fourth.
Oh, beautiful pass.
Arne Samuel just can't lay it in. They had such rhythm in the first 2 quarters. 25 points in the first, 23 in the second, 6 in the third.
That was a great look to start the quarter, though. Aaron Cook Jr. given the task on Dilling. Wilkie.
Ball goes up from Wilkie, the sharpshooter from the perimeter.
He has not had a problem putting the ball in the hoop. Beautiful. Oh, goaltend. Yep. Basket interference. They'll take the 2. Nice finish from Aaron Cook Jr. Those are it's a bit of a new rule, that one, if anyone's confused at home. Anytime you touch the backboard, touch the hoop, touch the net when the ball is going up anywhere near it, they're basically going to call it basket interference, which they called just there, even though I don't think Chris Johnson touched the ball on that one.
Yeah, look, a little confused, but Auckland will get the ball. Bring it back up the court here as Riley back into the contest. Zach Riley finds Chris Johnson. He struggled to score so far in this contest, but he's good from 3.
Again, I think they would be happy giving him that look, and he proves why he happily took that look. As Aaron Cook Jr. Nice little floater over the stretched arm. You can't just trade baskets the Airs. You've got to get stops, and right now the Tuatara's tails are up. feeling good about life.
So Vodanovic, while there's space there in the paint for him to expose, draws the contact from Darnay Samuel, and he'll head to the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
Darnay Samuel read the move, just wasn't able to slide his feet, stay in front of Vodanovic, who's so aggressive on the step through.
Tuatara up 8. And just as I was saying, Chris Johnson was struggling to get going in this game. Just tells me to shut up. 7 points total for him. That 3 to start off the 4th.
You know, it's momentum again is such a crazy thing in the sport. Like when you got the momentum, everyone feels good about shooting the ball. When you're struggling, everyone feels like it's a little bit harder. And right now, the Airs are finding it a little bit hard. And as you see there, Vodanovic gets the friendly roll. When things are rolling, they're rolling.
How are Auckland up 11? They were down 15.
I tell you.
Sorry, 9.
9, yeah.
With people at home going, Nathan, you can't do math.
Yeah, I knew what you meant. Again, just settling for one-on-one. It's just not going to get it done. Even though, for Xavier Green, that's a shot he can take and make, you know, many times in this game. Right now, they've got to execute as Vodanovic gets a wide-open look. Chris Johnson on the board.
It's his 13th rebound, Chris Johnson. Here's Riley from the corner. Won't go. And come up with it. Boy, that was a bit of contact there.
Tell you what, Riley will not shy away from any contact as he takes it ball and all, like a good fullback. And Aaron Cook Jr. just not quite quick enough on the ball there. He might have got a bit of friendly fire from Chris Johnson as well.
Goodness me. Thought we were watching the NRL there for a second. Inbound from Wilkie to Johnson. Back to Wilkie is Dilling. Long ball into the corner for Wilkie.
Good hands, Stroud. And he's got some words to say.
Love a bit of chatter.
Oh, you know what? I do, when people often ask me about, you know, do I miss playing? And you know what I miss? I miss this stuff. I miss when someone wants to start talking to you during a game. Just, you know, fires you up. Let's see how Wilkie can respond guarding Stroud here.
Brandon Stroud looking for a lane up against Vodanovic. Tipped in there.
They are still having words. Vodanovic wants no part of Stroud's trash talking right now. And I tell you what, Stroud, your team has got an uphill battle right now. If you can fire them up with your trash talk to get these guys going, then by all means, get amongst it.
Make sure we're talking, let's get pressure here, yeah?
Vice coming from the sideline as well. And Stroud, well, they need these points.
Stroud just 2 for 12 for the game, but credit to him, 7 boards and 4 assists to go with it and 2 steals. He's really put a lot of pressure on this Tuatara defense.
Yeah, I mean, he has struggled for scoring, but he's done a lot of work with the ball in terms of those assists and facilitating this offense. It really is Cook Jr., though, who will need to be stepping up to the plate in these sort of final minutes to try and get his side back into this game. And he's looked good with ball in hand.
He has, and you know, support crew with James Moores hasn't scored since half-time, though. Just still sitting on the 17 points, but coming with double-double with 10 rebounds as well. I'd like to see the ball go through his hands a little bit inside in that 2-man game pick and roll. And, you know, Aaron Cook Jr. with James Moores is a good little combo there. We just need a bit more scoring out of the likes of Green, Samuel and Stroud. We talked about the lack of depth from bench scoring at the moment for the Airs. And when you compare that to the Tuatara, we've got a total of 20 points coming off the bench for the Tuatara. So it's the tale of the benches. Certainly the Tuatara winning the battle there.
8 points the margin. This game is not over. The Airs have done so well, but they've dominated most of this game. The scoreline is not representative of how this game has gone at all.
It really isn't. And really the Tuatara, just the one quarter where they just caught fire. Oh, they actually didn't even catch fire. They just played normal, but they actually held the Airs for just a mere 6 points.
Wave of children And the bottom of the screen there. Not sure if there's a lolly scramble going on and what's happening there, but our focus is on the court. Here's Vodanovic. Dilling. On the baseline, heavy contact there with Green.
I actually think that should be an offensive foul, personally. Like, Green did nothing wrong there apart from catching shoulder or elbow through the face. Wow. Let's look at this again. That is tough. But again, credit to Dilling. And they've said it's not shooting. Okay, I don't understand that, but Dilling will inbound the ball. And Green will be severely disappointed. Davidson coming off open there.
Not a man you want to leave open.
No.
Isaac Davidson gets it to Lowe. Lowe will shoot the 3-ball. Oh, yeah!
Welcome to the party, Rob Lowe. Look at him. He's just he just enjoys this basketball. I think that's taken him up to 9 for the game, but knocks his first 3 of the game down, but he's certainly capable.
Grinning ear to ear was Rob Lowe after that one. Bailey gives it to Green. Green will pull up mid-range and slot it.
And that's good execution. Now it's about, can they get a stop at the other end? Got the ball in the right man's hands. Stroud, good defense on Isaac Davidson. Oh, good hands, James
come up
Moores.
with a stop.
Oh,
Stroud.
That's a clear court. They're going to call an unsportsmanlike here. They're going to talk about it, the referees. Quinton Bailey says that's an unsportsmanlike. So again, for the viewers at home that aren't familiar, if they deem this to be an open court, which there wasn't any defenders back, probably going to end up being an unsportsmanlike foul, which will mean, yes, they do. Which means Stroud will step to the free throw line for a couple of freebies. And the ball back. Yeah, even though Isaac Davidson made a play at the ball, he was on the side, not in front of him. There's a big momentum change right here if Stroud can knock these down.
Again, just struggling from the free throw line here. And there's ice on the elbow there of, is it Bairstow?
Yeah, Bairstow, he's just come back from the elbow injury, and maybe when he took that fall before, he injured it again. Doesn't look like he'll partake anymore in this contest, but Stroud again putting the pressure on the defense, but just unable to knock those free throws down.
And that hurts when you're trying to reel in a total like this, 9 points late in the game. You know, they're 10 from 18 from the free throw line. I mean, there's 8 points there.
Absolutely. Good D, Zach Riley.
Xavier Green, this is his bread and butter. Short on that time, comes up with a rebound. He'll have another go. That'll go in and out.
Oh, nice Isaac Davidson stealing off the save from James Moores. That's the shot, though. That's Xavier Green. That's the shot you want him to take. Just unable to convert. And this is the guy you want to have the ball in his hands. Xavier Green, just guilty of throwing Zach Riley on the ground. Zach Riley's one of those players, and I can understand Green's frustration because he's physical, he gets amongst it, he's not scared, and just, he kind of outworks you. And I think that's Xavier Green's 5th foul. It is. That hurts. With 6 minutes to go and you lose one of your top scoring imports.
Certainly does. Xavier Green only got 8 points today, but he's one of those guys you look to in these moments. And that hurts.
I think we're going to have to see some Aaron Cook Jr. and some James Moore's middle on balls. Play out of those two.
Another go from beyond the arc for Lowe. Davidson coming out with the rebound. Can he float it in? He can.
Yeah, put a lot of that credit to Tom Vodanovic. Got a good box out in there. Freed it up for the loose ball. That's the shot.
Here we go. Cook Jr. Can they launch something? Not that time. Moore's wrestling for it, almost coming up with it. It falls for Riley.
If I'm the coach, I'm happy with that shot. 41% three-point shooter, getting a wide open look.
Riley gives it to Lowe. Lowe, oh, pinched there. Pinched for the airs by Stroud. Gives it to Cook Jr. Cook Jr. can't lay it in off the glass. And again, they'll head to the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
Zach Riley is not happy with that call. Thought he did a good job just floating his body in front of Aaron Cook Jr. But hats off to Stroud again. Defense leading to the offense. Ooh.
You had a visceral reaction to that replay there, Dylan Boucher.
It's one of those ones where you really want to react, but you can't because you don't want to get a technical foul at this stage of the game. So good withholding his composure on that one. Zach Riley probably had every reason to feel a little bit ripped off as we see Aaron Cook Jr. knock that one down to bring it within 10. They've really got to make a run. Got to get some stops and make a run at some stage. Otherwise, this Tuatara team is going to keep pressing away with this lead.
Aaron Cook Jr. converts twice from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. The difference is 9. Still well over 5 minutes to go in this fixture. There's plenty of time.
It really is. As we see, Vodonovic a little stuck.
Auckland just have to play their game, stay composed. Taranaki need a bit of chaos as Lowe lays in one.
Just go through the vet. Zach Riley does a good job finding Rob Lowe in the middle.
Lowe's got 11 now.
Nice
Stroud,
pass.
nice bounce pass there, and still can't get it to 4 there. There's Moores.
It's a good look. Moore's just unable to convert with the left there.
Vodanovic working in with Dilling. Dilling gets it to Riley. Trying to get the pick and roll going with Lowe. One on the shot clock. Got to get it up. Does so. Can't lay it in off the glass. But there's contact, and they'll take that.
Oh, absolutely. Like Dilling, nice strong drive. Able to get to the free throw line. He's been a handful tonight.
And will that be a conscious decision from Auckland on attack? Still plenty of time to go in this game, but just to use the whole shot clock?
Yeah, I think so. I think they definitely, the clock is their friend right now, and I think that one right at the end, I thought Riley Tuda did a good job taking away the 3 for Dilling, who's been scorching hot tonight, but he forced them baseline, wasn't able to get the help side over quick enough, as we see Dilling able to convert 1 from 2 at the free throw line, and James Moores gets another rebound up to 11 for him.
Cook Jr. gives it to Moores. James Moores, who's been Taranaki's best player in this contest. He can't get it to fall. Stroud comes up the rebound. He can't get it off either. Rob Lowe doing God's work there under the rim.
Sure is. True big man. Just making life difficult for everybody inside. Stroud.
Vodanovic losing it.
Disruptive. This will be good if it goes.
No go for the ears, and Stroud is exasperated.
Sure is.
Tuda gives away the foul. Auckland up 12. They were down 15.
This is insane. What a turnaround. And this team is so talented. They've got the ability to do that. Up 15-9 in this quarter. Zach Riley will walk the length of the court. Just not a smart foul there from Riley Tuda.
The Airs have scored 15 points this half.
Yeah, that's not enough. We talked about something in the water. The first half, it was all Airs scoring and Tuatara struggling, and now we've had a role reversal and seeing the Airs just struggle to score.
Brandon Stroud finds Cook Jr. Got to get going, the Airs. Gives it to Moores, batted out by Chris Johnson. Nothing going the Airs' way.
I was going to say, when the momentum has shifted, it's fully shifted now, and even little things like that don't go their way. It's just so hard to get back in games, and they just are really struggling right now to get any cohesion on the offensive end. And it doesn't help with Xavier Green being fouled out of the game, who normally is one of their top scoring imports.
Do you think there's a bit of, they froze under pressure? They suddenly had this lead of 15 and thought, we've got to maintain it. Or has Auckland made a real adjustment here that you've seen? Is Taranaki not executing, or have Auckland stepped up?
Oh, a bit of both. And I think, as much as, winning can be a habit, losing can be a habit too. You know, this team, even though they were up in the game, did they really truly believe that they were going to beat this Tuatara team? I'm sure they said in the locker room that they were going to, but the wheels have just completely fallen off in the second half, which probably, is probably if they wrapped up their season right now and look back at it, they probably have quarters like this that have happened on a regular basis. So do they have the manpower to sustain that level of play? The Tuatara certainly do. The Ears remains to be seen right now.
Heading, spiraling towards a 6th straight loss. Riley's got it for Auckland. Here's Dilling.
Seen a bit of full court press going on. Stroud is doing everything he can to be disruptive out there.
Well, he's left it all out there, his Brandon Stroud. Hasn't quite clicked in terms of scoring, but no shortage of effort from that man, both around the board and particularly on defence.
I mean, Rob Lowe this fourth quarter just showing his class. They're running all their offense through him. Good decision maker. Able to draw fouls. Smart enough and strong enough to put it on the floor. Finish inside. He'll go to the free throw line with a smile on his face. Just keep the scoreboard ticking over, which is what the Ears are unable to do right now. The old saying, it's a game of two halves. Certainly right in this one.
Absolutely. This is a 31-point turnaround. They were down 15 at the half. They're now up 16. Cook Jr. No. Rebound though. Looking for an option. Only see teal jerseys around him. The quarter three won't go, and Chris Johnson will help himself to his 14th rebound.
Chris Johnson looks like it. He's 9 foot tall out there on every rebound. No one even looks anywhere near him. James Moore's beautiful block. Just sometimes, you just can't come up with those loose balls, which they really need to. I mean, I'm not seeing anything to think that the Ears are going to be able to turn this thing around, as we see another timeout called to try and have that last punch and giving this a go, as we see Marcel Jones trying to give some advice to Ryan Jones there.
They're potentially missing Marcel Jones in this contest. Luke Cavea as well. It's another one the Ears haven't got.
Definitely just the depth, like both those guys, like Marcel Jones, a crafty veteran, great rebounder, certainly would be able to help secure those rebounds in there. And Luke Cavea, is a new player to this league. Certainly has been a good junior in New Zealand here, and had some NBL 1 experience, and has come back this year and actually had a really good season so far. So they 100% are missing their presence right now.
Spoke about it in the first half, but about the kind of pressure that the Ears were putting on Auckland, really disrupting their scoring flow. But my question was, can they keep it up for 4 quarters? Do you think there is an element of them sort of running out of gas a little bit?
Yeah, I definitely think so. I think, again, it's hard to play 40 minutes, the type of defensive pressure that they were playing, and a talented team like the Tuatara, it's hard to keep them down for 4 quarters as well. And I think it's been the perfect concoction of, the Ears not being able to finish the job, as we see Isaac Davidson, great out of bounds play, nice easy layup.
Unmarked. I mean, if anyone hasn't seen the game, just looks at the scoreline at the end of this, they'll look at it and go, oh, yep, 1st versus 10th. Pretty comprehensive victory for Auckland. Look fairly comfortable. Stroud drains a 3. But it really, this game has been all over the place.
It really has. I mean, it's hard to see. I agree with you. If someone had just turned it on, this is probably the score they're expecting. But the Ears certainly bucked that trend in the first half. As you see, Chris Johnson showing his big man skills. Who else but Rob Lowe to go through the ball.
Happy to soak up the shot clock. Auckland, as Riley gets the 3 ball going. Davidson going to come up with a rebound. Gets it to Johnson. Chris Johnson, and again, in the paint, dominant. Chris Johnson has 14 rebounds. Needs 1 more for a double-double.
As James Moore pulls up. Bang.
Oh, where's this been in the second half?
Yeah, certainly. You know, James Moores you look at the sweat on his face, he's put it all out there, but probably hasn't had the touches in the second half that he would have liked. As Isaac Davidson, it's a nice inside play. Stroud hand in the cookie jar. He's not happy. Isaac Davidson will just step to the free throw line. Funny, Isaac Davidson, you kind of feel like he's had a quiet game. He's just got a 17th point of the game. He's sitting on 18 points a game. This will take him up to his average if he makes this, and he does comfortably.
Had 22 the other night against the Rams. Fighter Stadium in Auckland's North Shore to Isaac Davidson. Here's Moores, back-to-back threes. Can't fault. Dilling with the rebound. 1:15 to go on the clock. Auckland are sailing home here. No Taranaki players there. Johnson with the slam and the stare down. I am here, says Chris Johnson. Give me that double-double.
That is an exclamation mark on this game. Unfortunately for James Moores, he was underneath all of that. But Chris Johnson,
bang! That's a tough one to digest for the ears.
I'll tell you what, that is tough. Chris Johnson. Wowee.
Stroud. Have another go from three. No. Johnson.
There's a reason why this man played in the NBA. And that was exactly. This man's 40 years old. Can you imagine him at 20 years old?
I'm imagining Kevin Durant. That's what I'm imagining.
That's right.
From the perimeter, Auckland, wow, they're really catching fire now. That time it was Dilling.
Dilling has been cooking from the three-point line.
He's got 23.
Great D, Zach Riley.
Cook Jr. spinning and jump of it. It's going to go out of bounds off an Auckland hand.
I'll tell you what, when your import point guard, when you're up 21 points, is diving for a loose ball with 26 seconds to go, you know you've hired the right guy. I'm sorry, that is what you want to see from a coach leading from the front. 23 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, and 1 dive into touch.
Johnson getting the chest bump there for Josh Ledger. I'm sure that would have hyped up the bench. And look at the grin on his face too.
These guys are enjoying their basketball. Again, I spoke to Delwyn, the team manager in the background there that you can see giving out towels, and she said this is a special group, Dylan. These guys, they enjoy each other's company. It's a special group to be a part of. And I tell you what, they've showed it in the second half. They've showed what they're capable of. They've destroyed this Ayers team, and they've done it in one half.
Certainly have. Ayers lead by 15 at halftime. In the third quarter, Auckland won 27-6. The fourth quarter, they're leading 30-15. It's just, it's absolute carnage.
Well, at the start of this show, we talked about they averaged 97 points a game. So really, the second half, they're pretty much, you know, just above their average. First half was very out of character for them. I don't think they're going to get 7 points in 26 seconds, but I tell you what, the way they're playing right now, I wouldn't bet on it.
Taranaki, can they finish strong? Cook Jr. looking for a way in. Gives the ball to Moores. Moores will take the open three. No good.
Who
Johnson
else?
with his millionth rebound.
And the player timeout. The NZ player timeout.
Why not? Let's all have a break. 13-7 on the clock. The difference is 21. BNZ player timeout. BNZ wanting to inspire the next generation of basketballers. They're giving away 5,000 tickets to school groups, sports groups and community groups to come along and see a Sal's NBL game. Scan that QR code on the screen. Fill out your group's details and grab your tickets to the big game thanks to BNZ.
Yeah, shout out to BNZ. Doing a great job leading from the front in basketball, as we see a set play here for Isaac Davidson to come off for a shot. Good.
Rob Lowe will give it to Chris Johnson. Johnson will look outside. The perimeter shot won't go. But that will do us. An incredible turnaround in this Souths NBL fixture. It's the Auckland Tuatara winning by 21, 90 to 69. They win 5 on the trot, record their 10th win of the season. The Airs led by 15 at half-time.
It seems so long ago right now as we see the MVP, our pick, Josh Dilling. 23 points, going 5 for 8 from the three-point line, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 dive in front of the team bench. Hats off to you, Josh Dilling. Fantastic game.
Yeah, brilliant performance. Josh Dilling and spoke pre-game about to look after the ball in this contest. They didn't do that in the first half, but certainly in the second, just got humming. This Auckland Tuatara outfit, as we look at the points, that's the reason he's the MVP. 23 points. Davidson, another strong performance, hit his average 18. Rob Lowe had 13. Johnson sparked late for 11. James Moores was definitely a standout for the Airs, though.
Yeah, definitely. James Moores did everything out there. You know, hats off to James. Fantastic job. Unfortunately, not able to have enough guys go with him. As you see him there leading the rebound count by Chris Johnson, 16 rebounds.
16!
And Zach Riley chiming in. When your guard's getting 10 boards, that's always a good thing as well.
Certainly is. Auckland dominating the board in the second half. Dilling had 6 assists as well. Stroud he struggled in terms of the scoring column, but did plenty of work in defence. Obviously the 6 assists there. He gave everything, didn't he?
He gave everything. He did a mountain of work on the defensive end as well. You're probably not going to see it. Oh, you do see it, 4 steals. So he did a mountain of work with steals, but even the times where he doesn't get stats, he was effective out there and certainly did everything he could to push this Airs team through.
Be a bit of an eye too on Sean Bairstow. Ice on that elbow.
Yeah, he's just had an unlucky run. He injured it in the first game of the season against the Bulls and has only just come back, and he's only had a couple of games and now he's hurt it again. He's just going to see how he pulls up, see if he's able to continue on in the next few games.
Plenty of action still to come in the Souths NBL this weekend. Saints Nuggets in Wellington tomorrow afternoon, followed by Sharks and the Bulls in Invercargill. Then next Friday, the Taranaki Airs back in action in New Plymouth, hosting the Tauranga 5 Friday evening. And then your first game on Saturday, Nelson Giants hosting the Southland Sharks from 12:30 at Trafalgar Centre. What a contest we've had. Yes, up 15 at the break. But it is the Auckland Tuatara storming back into form, continuing their league-leading form. 21-point victory. They take the Lollies by 90 points to 69. My name is Nathan Lim. Alongside me was Dylan Broucher. Thank you for your time this evening on Sky Sport. You have a fantastic rest of your weekend.